man, we have a war in chat before the stream even starts. But hey, I do love the show of love, chat. I do love it. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything yet about the new ID or anything like that. Just give me a second, okay, guys? Give me a second. Hey, it might be broken, but is it waifu? Nah, it's not waifu. It's Yi-sang. Well, so what's the ring sang incident? What is that? Like I remember you guys saying Yi-sang is broken, but like what, like the ring sang is broken, but like what made him broken? He switches his weapon every coin. Lucky has disappeared from me only. Got luck, I got it. He could use every go. Still hasn't seen the ping in the channel. What ping? I don't see. There's no ping for me. I don't have a ping. I don't. There's no ping. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, no, I saw that. No, you bitches. No, I saw that. I saw that. No, I did see it. And now, and I didn't. As soon as I saw that, I left Discord immediately, and I was just now I'm laying in my bed, like despairing over what I just saw, like mother, like, oh, the hell is this? Okay, should I don't know, chat. Yeah, I mean, Gene, you don't know what that is, so I wouldn't put it on you, Gene. Whoever did it though, wait, who did it? Who did that? Actually, you know what? I don't want to look. Well, let me use my tickets first. No, he doesn't. But I'll pull for him. We need to remove the Radeon thing. That thing needs to go. You know, I could use the support. Okay, we'll do a 10. We'll do 20. We'll do 20 and that's it. I mean, you know what? Switch? What? This is the one. This is what I'm supposed to do, right? What? Oh. Oh, I got a Faust. Oh, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with getting Faust. I'm fine with that. What are my I need to get more Faust stuff, chat. I need to get more Faust stuff. I need to get the Faust healing ego. Okay, chat, we're gonna need to lock in. You know, now that I think about it, I should use a support. Yeah, let's use a Faust support. There is a login event where you can choose Faust healing ego. Yeah, if only, right, Eugene? If only. Oh yeah, all the way. Horny fish all the way. We love the fish around here. Who's this? Why are you here? Okay, there we go. Go right into it because we need to pass this boss. One hit the fruit cost 100. Hit the fruit. What fruit? What fruit are you talking about? I don't see no fruit. Okay, Sinclair. An apple on her head? Where's the apple? There's no apple. That's just her head. I mean, that has nothing to do with reading. Like, you can tell there's no apple on our head. If you visualize, you can see there's no apple there. What do you mean? Look at her name and check apple compared to her. What? What? Yeah, Ebony Queen's apple, yeah. That's just the name of the enemy. Did I read this already? I'm not sure if I did. Fruit. What? So am I supposed to attack her? This? It says fruit, but like how is that a I mean, like, her head does look like an apple, or like the cut inside of it. I mean, yeah, it does look like that, but that's just her head. I thought that was just her head. Okay, hold on. Struggling? No, let's defend. Is anyone attacking this? No. You know, Avnos have parts, right? Well, yes. Can I say yes? Where are my coins? Yeah, since I already told you we were doing team 2 days ago. Right, I remember. That definitely happened. I don't know if I should have attacked her head like that. I feel like I might have angered her a little bit. Where's Faust? Okay, Faust is staggered? Where's Faust? Oh, there she is. Part broken? What did I break?
약직 보강 완료. 나를 감싸다.
너희는 어디 잘 옮겨둘 테니까 빨리 세상하고 돌아오십시오. 이대로 모험을 끝낼 순 없지 않습니까?
Okay, who did I lose? I think I lost Ryushu. Hey, Goober. Hey, Yoshihide. Thanks for coming by and saying hello, though. Alright, Goober. You have a good one. This is... Let's do that, and let's do this. Do I have 4 people? Okay, how about... I think I need to clash with that red one.
정화.
Yes, yeah, let's see. Did I destroy the head? I'm not quite sure if I did or not. Okay, we have the horse. Okay. Well, Faust is looking a little... isn't looking very good. Oh wow, I'm faster than most of this stuff. Sinclair, why don't you attack that? What is this? What if I do that?
억제 성공. 진짜. 격발.
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
Okay, I broke another part.
이제 니콜리나와 숨쉬가
최선의 방어를.
오늘이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을.
Man, I hate that move so much. Is there a way we can mitigate that move a little bit?
이 혈투 승리로 이끌
또 경보가 울리는 것 같아.
Sinclair, and let's do this one. If you win the clash, did I win the clash? Choose to evade it, but if I evade it, it'd still hit most of my units, won't it? Do I have a heal now? I do.
정화.
Oh, what the heck? 0 damage? What? Oh, did I evade it?
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
No, she won't die. Look, she's good. Oh, she did 150 damage.
앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Not only did she survive, she also did a ton of damage.
아마 그 공격이 약점이야. 공이 하나가 끊어졌네요. 이제 좀 수월해지겠어요.
승리로 이끌
Let's put you here. Struggling, okay, dominating, struggling, neutral, eh. No, someone's already clashing with that. What is this team? It is my work in progress team to a bleed team. I've only I have Otis. Do I have Otis? I have Otis and yeah, I also have Otis, but like they're not built, so I gotta wait to build them.
예측한 대로
It's a work in progress. It'll be
완전
and it'll be finished sooner or later. Dang, how I lost so many.
기억할 것이다. 용맹하게 싸운 그들 곧 되돌아올 것을 고려한다.
Ooh, defend? No, I'm gonna need a clash with that. Oh my god! Otis died from bleed, I think.
전원 전투
I think Otis bled to death. Died from period cramp.
넌 반드시 부서진다.
Okay, come on. Oh my gosh.
또한 용서할 테니.
Okay, it broke apart. Oh dang, you do a ton of damage.
강태님, 정말 살려내실 수
Will we
있는 거죠?
wait? Maybe, hey, maybe we can do this. This is doable. Does anyone need healing? I don't think anyone needs healing. I think we're good. Hey, Dawn. Unfortunately, you didn't survive this fight. Heathcliff is the only one clashing right now. Hey, you lasted a long time, I will say that.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시겠네.
I think it was period. I think you meant to say period cramps, Isaac. What are the odds? He doesn't know how to play past pressing win rate. No. I'm not. I do more than just press win rate. I press win rate, and I pray to win. Don't let that distract you from the private stage. Incompetent. Dawn dead.
반드시 부서진다.
Dawn a blood team dying to bleed. Oh, you know what? Dawn a
부위 한쪽이 떨어져 나갔군.
How ironic.
본인의 모험에서도
내 팔은
It's 50-50 win or lose. Everything is 50-50. All the time, always. But they're not taking much damage. That is
진짜 도움이 되는 걸 걸쳐.
for being low levels, they're not taking much damage for some reason. You're not gonna like the serpent boss if you're struggling on ebony. Hey, someone told me that everybody is struggling on this boss, so I feel better about myself. You over marinated the Dawn and now she rotten. No, you can never over marinate the Dawn. This isn't the hardest part of the Canto, you're cooked. Hey, we won either way. That someone said it to make you feel better. Hey, my units are under level 2, okay? My units are also under level.
마에스트로님이 어떤 평가를 내려주실지 흥분이 가시지 않는구려.
Alright. Reading time, chat. Reading time.
이쪽인 것 같아요.
I think it's this way. This is the only area with lights on. It says broadcast sector.
여기로 오는 게
This is the last fight, the 3 boss stage you survived. I was hoping she was the last one because there was like I was hoping it would be only a gauntlet of 3 bosses, and I'm glad that's the last one. If only there's a way to level up your unit. Way like this stage, fighting under level, not fair. Yeah. Hey. If Vergilious gave us more currency, then maybe it'd be easier to like. If Vergilious give us more level 60 tickets, it'd be better. I'm not neglecting them. Vergilious is neglecting us. Can someone tell me coming here was the right decision? All the other routes were blocked off, save for the one leading to this corridor. That's up to you as the manager. Verging their manager. I mean, they do call me manager, but I don't have money in my pockets. Looks like we'd have ended up here one way or the other. It's hard to see anything when it's this dark.
전력은 대부분 끊겨 있는 상태라 문이 잠겨 있진 않을 거예요.
With most of the power down, the doors shouldn't be locked.
멈춰. 한 발짝이라도 더 접근하면 즉시
Take
무력으로
another
대응할
step
거야.
closer and you'll be facing our hand. You'll be forcing our hand. Verge of fraud. Hey, he did come save us like once or twice. It's the ages of manager not managing. In our manager here, guys, they just like info. What? Okay, that's probably not something I should know. A familiar voice boomed from a loudspeaker, delivering a sharp warning.
이 앞에는 보안용 지뢰가 잔뜩 설치되어
This
있어.
entire area is laden with security landmines. Even if you somehow manage to get past the minefield, you'll have to face the rest of us. I'm warning you, every one of us in here is combat ready.
만약 자신 있다고
And if
해도
you think you're stronger than us, we have self-destruct devices. Bombs filled with super mini saw-teeth shrapnel.
잠깐, 이건 뭐라고 적힌
Hold on
거야?
a sec, what's this supposed to say?
뭐?
Bolus?
나보다 악필이 심한
And I
사람은
thought
처음
my
보네.
handwriting was bad. Throwing this bomb will result in an explosion that covers a 100-meter radius zone from the detonation point.
그런 폭탄
Hey, that's a taboo violation, you know? At least try to come up with something actually convincing.
아무튼 무너진
Hey, if
시설을
that was a
그냥 살짝 깔리고 싶은 게
taboo
아니라면
violation, I feel like we would see the heads over here. Anyways, turn around and walk right away right now or we're gonna bury all of you with us under this facility. This reminds me of Barber. I miss her. Barber, really? Is it because of the loudspeaker? We can hear everything, you know.
폭탄은 거짓일
And it's
가능성이
highly probable that
없으니까.
the bombs is a bluff.
폭발물에
Any bomb
해당하는
that
모든
falls
폭탄은
under the category of explosives
머리가
must be
지정한
planted
바에 따라
on an object
반드시
or surface
무언가에
per the
설치되어야
rules set
해.
by the head. That boasts of a blast beggar belief.
그만한 반경을 일순 폭발시키는
Such
것은
a wide radius is sure to break a bounty of bans and bonds.
그래도
Give
보안용
stage of
지뢰는 진짜야.
buzz cut barber.
다가오면
No. Leave my hair alone. Let it grow back. Sure, but I wasn't bluffing. Hey girl, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Let's see. Sure, but I wasn't bluffing about the landmines. Take one more step forward and the bolts of overcharge electricity will make a barbecue out of you. Hey, the sub sound's working again. As the voice behind the microphone began to grow increasingly irritated, it also became even more familiar. I was pretty sure I heard it somewhere before. According to Alyssa, Hohenheim should be around here somewhere.
잠깐, 방금 알리사라고 했나?
Did you say Alyssa?
이 목소리
That voice, it seems we are not mistaken. Wait a minute. Don't tell me. Did Hohenheim and what's this guy's name? The other guy? Leave Alyssa in the freaking hallway to die. And they're like in a safe room with these other people. Matron? Yeah, Matron. If they left Alyssa to die in that hallway, I'm gonna be so mad. I think you are, Jean. She kinda didn't. She did say she got stabbed. She did get stabbed, yes. But as soon as that guy left the facility, they could have just gone out and like... Actually, no. Leaving her there would have been a lot better because that would be moving her. Gosh, never mind. They would have to leave her there. Never mind. Yes, they didn't know where she was, but they could have gone out and looked for her. Well, there's no one else here. I mean, if he was still in the facility, he would at least known we were coming or heard us. I'd rather risk their deaths than Alyssa. Now I certainly realize this. Now I certainly recognize this voice. Going out at that point is not a safe choice. It may not be, but it is for the waifu. We encounter any danger to save the waifu. We brave any dangers to save the waifu. Everybody in this chat is gonna come with me. The voice I would rather not welcome tells me that these individuals are good to be let through.
그다지 반갑지 않은 목소리가
That
들리는
voice
것 같으니
spouse would rather not welcome. Trust spouse that these individuals are good to be approached. A heavy thunk, and then the doors of the broadcast sector inched open before we could even take a proper look at the people holed up within.
뭐야, 너희들이었어? 진작에 말하지.
So the waifu on the life support list is solid, and all what do you mean, Eru? I mean everybody in this chat. I'm gonna drag you all with me to find the best way to drag Alyssa to a safe spot. You guys, you should have told us sooner.
기억나지?
Oh, it's Ezra. Remember me? Oh, dang, is it just me or is she huge? Is she like Rhodia? She's like Rhodia sized. Holy shit! Look at how small Sinclair is. Look at how small Sinclair is compared to her. I stay behind with Ezra. Probably taller than Rhodia. She probably is taller than Rhodia now that I look at her more. I mean, her hair does give her a few more inches too. Sinclair's on the shorter side. He is, but still, we come face to face with Ezra, who had video called us with a plethora of information on blood fiends prior to our mission in La Mancha Land.
라만차랜드에서 대활약을 해냈다면서?
Heard you saved the day in La Mancha Land.
역시 우리가 도움을
Oh man,
준
such a
덕분이지?
gorgeous blonde. Blonde?
그래서 그 너희
Do
중에
you call that
진짜
blonde?
센 혈기는 누구야?
Or like platinum? No, that's blonde. And I love her little star. And all thanks to yours truly, I bet. So, care to tell us which one's the blood fiend extraordinaire on your team? It's 20 and bros 5'4".
네? 아,
That's bronze. Well, that's...
안부 인사는 나중에 나누도록 하지, 에즈라.
Yo, is it just me? Man, what a thigh gap. I keep forgetting to make it, Isaac. I keep forgetting to make it. She's 50? Hey, even better. She's on, you know what? We have a list for this. We have a list for this. Hold on. I don't have my where it who was it? It was what was Granny's name? Yeah, Jiamu. And then who else was it? Jiamu. And then oh, what's her name? The woman in red, the nurse father. That was I'm guessing Ryushu's instructor. Yes, Valencina. There we go. Please for now, Ezra. The next person to show up was Moses. I saw her in the video call to team leader at LCD, if memory serves right. I do love her white streaks in her hair. It's probably age, but you know what? That's some good age. Were you the one who threatened us with that nonsense about bombs, Ezra? Bring on, it sounds like a threat to me.
어쩔 수 없었잖아. 이 근방에 남은 사람은
It depends on how you look at it, Isaac.
갑자기 10명 되는 인원들이 떼거지로 몰려오는 소리가
I mean, what other choice did I have? We were starting to believe that we were the only survivors out here, and then bam! A dozen or so footsteps rushing to this sector out of nowhere. We couldn't even check who you guys were because the screens are all busted. Ezra's gestured toward the blank surveillance screens in the broadcasting sector with her chin.
참고로 저기 무지하게
For your
똑똑하다는
information,
양반이
Mr.
카메라를
Genius
꽂고
over there is
싶긴 해.
trying to fix the
전력이
security
차단되어서
cameras.
시간이 좀
He says it's gonna take a
멀어?
while before a while with the power outage though. It better not be Hohenheim. Her red seas.
좋은 일로 엮일 거라는 예상은 안 했지만 자네들과 이런 식으로 제외하게 될 줄도 몰랐네.
And look who's behind him. Don't they look fine and dandy? You know what? I'm so tired of this. They're killing off. They're either injuring severely or killing off all the waifus. And what do these dudes get? They get a nice luxurious seat in the surveillance kit room. It's to spite you? It damn sure is, I feel like. I didn't expect our path to cross again. I wish it didn't. For anything good, but I certainly never pictured it happening like this. Underneath the array of monitors Ezra pointed at, we found Hohenheim looking at even more haggard than we remembered, who gave us a faint, unwelcoming nod as he fiddled with a tangle of power circuits.
안녕하세요.
Yeah, hello. Hello, where's your partner? Where's Alyssa, huh? I'm relieved to see that there aren't any injuries among you. Right. Martin stepped forth and offered us the greeting Hohenheim chose to skip.
그건 그렇고.
In any case, you say it was Alyssa who let you know of our location? If she's not with you, she might be either gravely wounded or already dead.
치명상이거나
Yeah,
사망했고.
yeah. She's badly hurt, yeah, but we're searching for ways to help her. Give Hohenheim a blanched look as though she was taken aback by his cold certainty regarding his own subordinate's fate. Searching. You talked as if you were playing a game of scavenger hunt. It might have been better to end her misery then and there. I will say, it is terrible that we are leaving her alive to suffer, but if there is a chance we can save her, if she's still alive at the end of this, it'll be better anyways. Still one of my 140 character though, he's still in fourth. In fourth? Who's in fifth? Haven't you seen how we handle things? She's still got a shot. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
이해해 주세요. 침입자 중 몇몇은 사람에게 고통을 가하는 걸 즐기는
Please don't
것
misunderstand. Some of these assailants, they seem to enjoy torturing their victims. That's what's keeping our boss on edge. I can't really guess. I don't know, Hohenheim? Also, why are you blaming Hohenheim? Bro's got enough survivor gear. You think he chose this? You are right, Princeps. You are right. He does have survivor's guilt. So if he has survivor's guilt, why doesn't he go out and be more active in the search for his subordinate? Last time that happened was back when Sharon still half the one she... You know what? We forgot about that one. He knows he can't do anything.
저 팀장님은
Boss and I
습격이
were near the
시작된
laboratory
시각에
when the
실험실
attack
근처에
started. There weren't many employees around, and the broadcasting sector happened to be close by. Probably the only reason we were able to find cover here in one piece. Verily, young Alyssa shall preserve steadfastly.
우리가 약속했네.
We have valor to return and deliver her from death.
구해주겠다고.
Thank you. I'm sure Alyssa is hanging on to your promise.
알리사도
We better not like come back with the solution to helping her, and she's dead by the time we get back. That better not happen.
잠깐. 훈훈한 와중에
Sorry to break up this touching moment, but if you're here, that color fixer should be on his way too, right?
지금 어디에 있어?
Where the heck is he now? I wonder if he's already off to find the attackers. Mozu's been staring at Otis since we came in, turned her gaze towards Ezra. Team leader, we can regroup with the Red Gaze. I think we'll have more than enough fighting chance with, even without our baby B? Baby B. Yes, but it would seem that the Red Gaze is not here with them. Just look on their faces enough to confirm that. What are you peeps doing here without him? Excuse me? Red Gaze is busy fighting with someone, Ezra. He's not fighting, is he? I thought he's just like standing there. Staying back. I thought they're like having like a stare off. Ezra's face immediately soured the moment she realized that Virgil wasn't with us. Her voice crashed over us like that of a host shrieking at an uninvited guest barging into her home. It's not like we came here on our own because we wanted to. Guide buds held up by an assailant. Ryushu says she's called the Thumb Nurse Father from the House of Spiders. And probably a tough adversary too, just like those who are assaulting the facility. Her combat prowess is not to be underestimated. How is she compared to Euryalus of the Argos unit? Do I know that name, chat? Around the same level, I would say. Wait, if you know those names, that means... Didn't Grace Otis with a reply. Instead, she closed her eyes, seeming lost in a brief reverie. Never? Okay, cause yeah, I was about to say that looked like a new name. New bit of Otis lore. Oh, okay. So are we? Is that telling us Otis is the next Canto? And so return to the subject at hand, as if she were done sorting out her thoughts. Okay, Ron, is she taken hostage? How do you know that? You mentioned the attacker in the singular. Perhaps just a slip of the tongue, but I suspect it was a single enemy, if not a small number. Next one is going to be Mersalt, probably. Probably Mersalt? Okay. So if this attack or ambush didn't happen, would we be going into Mersalt's Canto in Canto 9 if this shenanigans didn't happen? Just guessing. Goat Mersalt. No idea. I feel like that's what happened. I feel like we were like derailed. Furthermore, despite coming here without the bus driver, none of you seem particularly convinced that the Great Gaze would be able to quickly dispatch the assailant and join you. Give it to our team leader. Just one look is enough for her to figure it all out. Did you happen to encounter anyone on your way here? Just some Pekatula and mannequins. Wait a minute, why didn't we get to ask the questions? Ishmael barely managed to wrest control of the conversation amid the barrage of questions. We don't know the circumstances that led to Mersault's console, so that might also end up being an unintended detour. So that might also be an Ryushu, Mersault, ambush from each of their Canto, like leading into their Canto, and then finally we have Otis and Faust or whatever, right? And that'd be so funny.
두 분은 LCD 부서잖아요.
You're both from LCD. What are you doing here in the HQ where the LCE is?
아, 그건 말이지.
Dante Canto next. Dante. Is Dante 13? Oh wait, do they count 0 and then 1 through 12? Or do they count like 1 through 13? The LCE was supposed to make an important progress report today. Apparently it's a really important presentation too. We've been receiving bazillions of reminders about how it's a mandatory attendance event and everything, right? Team leader? Feels like everyone's overlooking just how really busy our department is. Ryushu gets attacked 3 times in a row. That'd be so funny. After Ryushu, we get attacked leading to Mersault. We get attacked after Mersault leading into Otis. I can definitely see people from Otis's Canto attacking us. And then finally Faust. And Faust was supposed to be in front of all them. That'd be so funny. Dante is the 13th. Okay. Well, so like if they go 0 to 12, I can understand going to 12, having like 12 sinners, right? But going 1 through 13 is like having like 13 sinners, which is like not really the norm of like numbering things in like this. Dante 10. Well, yeah, but does the count go to 0 to 12 or 1 to 13? Sorry to borrow your wording. That it is indeed a really important presentation. Yeah, for you maybe, but my department is really... Hang on, I don't think that's the crux of the matter right now. The presentation did not happen. As such, we are unable to assess its importance at the moment. Whatever is the case, the event was what required us LCD members to be present here at the LCE department.
그리고 소개할 인원이 있다. LCD에 들어온 새로운 팀원이지.
It's 1 through 12. So we have 11 sinners? Like, we have 11 sinners that we can use? Because I thought we had an even number of sinners, not an odd number. And there's one more thing. Allow me to introduce the newest addition to the LCD. Our team has grown in size. Take that. I was told you'd met before. A familiar stepped forward from the opposite side. Someone we did not expect to encounter here of all places. Let me guess. A person from the last Canto.
그대들과의 조우가 항상 이러한 난전 속이란
Who the hell are you?
강령하셨는가?
Who the hell is this woman? I do not remember her. Hey, Takeo. No, I don't. She looks familiar though. Is she the bamboo-hearted Kim's like assistant? Okay, yeah, bamboo-hearted Kim, yeah. It's whatever, Eugene, whatever. I regret that we must always meet in the midst of plight such as this. I trust you have been well. Ms. Engdu, it's been too long. Is Mr. Bamboo-hearted Kim still in recovery? My mentor's flesh has long since healed, but it will take some time until his mind regains its former tranquility. However long the wait, endure it I must. She speaks like Yoda. I have faith that he will recover in due time. Until then, in silence shall I atone for the transgressions I have committed. You notice they did her picture dirty in her name tag. I was looking at that. I was actually looking at that. I was like, what the hell is this? She looks like, I don't know, I guess she was like short or something. Referring to how she ran bamboo through with her sword during the monolith sword in flames.
그래도 LCD 팀에 합류해서 잘 적응하고 계시는 것
Exactly her
같아
position, not
다행이네요.
by the name. She's too short. She doesn't look that she doesn't look that short. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dawn and Sinclair are shorter than her, but they don't. Their tags are fine. Still, I'm glad you seem to be adjusting well to life at LCD. Sinclair caught the shadow flicker across Angdu's face and swiftly stepped up to lighten the mood. I would say it was taken in, but I am deeply grateful regardless. My mentor and I have nowhere left to call home. But someday we will return to S-Corp together. Looks like she's trying her best to fit in too.
어딜 가나 처음 적응해가는
They forgot to give her a chair. It's always hard to get settled in no matter where you start from.
이곳의 인원끼리는 얼추 하면
Have we been to S-Corp? Now that we've all grown acquainted to one another,
다음으로
let us
넘어가도록
move
할게요.
on to the issues at hand. Could Angdu be Ryushu's daughter? Too old. Too old, Pyro. Middle nurse father, Matthias.
지금 필요한 것은
What does that have to do with anything, Takeo?
그것을 기반으로 한 줄이다.
No, but we did say S Corp stand for Stage Corp way back at L Corp streams. Wait, what is S Corp known for though? The first order of business is intelligence sharing and deducting reasoning based on the available information.
나와 팀원들은 발피실로
My
향하는
team and I
통로에서
were attacked in the
습격을
hallway
해야지.
connected to the conference hall.
그놈은
That guy was, I'll be straight with you guys, super
단도직입적으로 말할게.
duper strong.
엄청 강했어. 말벌 그 자식이
I would have stood my ground if only Hornet, that dumbass, were here. By Hornet, you are referring to the junior of our team. He's really, really strong. He's so strong that, I've got it. There was this time when I, what was it again? Some kind of pastry, I think? Anywho, I got some bread to snack on later, and in that split second my back was turned. Hornet, that asshole, swiped it off of my plate. I got so pissed off that I punched him right in his solar plexus to get him to cough it up, and he just went ooh and swallowed my bread anyway. Like, does that make any sense to you guys? First of all, why are you punching the man trying to get your bread? Like, never mind. No? I don't remember a Matthias.
잘은 모르겠지만
I guess that makes him strong.
강하신가 보네요.
Although Ezra and anecdote wasn't very illuminating, none of us bothered to ask for further clarification, as it seemed that the only way to get an objective measure of Hornet's strength was to let her punch us in the solar plexus as well.
그래서 그분은
So what's this Hornet up to now? Ishmael peeked around as though she was expecting him to pop out from a hiding spot in the broadcast sector. Oh, you're going to lose your mind when you hear this. Listen up. What he's not yet Ezra. Up to is a secret. It's a classified stuff. Wow. So basically, this is Don. This is Don Quixote with less energy, with just a little bit less energy, with a bigger stature. is talking about there. Oh, send it into the recommendations in Discord. Oh, hey, if anybody is new in the stream, please do consider liking, subscribing, and visiting us over on the Discord. We have fun over at Discord. A lot of friends you can make, and if you're an introvert, that's fine too. Introvert? Yeah, introvert. Yeah, send that into the recommended in Limbus. I'll see if I can find the annotation. It was in Korean, if I remember correctly. Okay, that's gonna be hard to find. Well, don't stress about it then. As I trailed off awkwardly,
나는 관찰과
I tend to
주의를
analyze my
적을
enemies with
파악할 때
observation and deduction.
어떤 무기를
I try to
쓰는지,
identify
어떤
unique
방식으로
colors, the kinds of
싸우는지,
weapons they use, their
사격을 즐기는지 피하는지, 어떤 마음가짐으로
methodologies,
전투에 임하는지에 대한
methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitude toward battle, all of it.
이를 파고들면 반격할 수 있는 적절한 시점을 알게 되며
Please,
약점을
yes,
지적할 수 있게
please, if
그런 식으로 얼추
I mean,
관리할 수 있어.
just don't say anything about the Canto. If you're not sure where I'm at in the Canto, just don't say anything about it, or ask the chat first. Once I have that, I can get an idea of when to begin my counterattack, or what kind of weakness of theirs I can exploit, and that's how I usually open my path forward.
하지만 그자는
But Moses inhaled sharply as though she missed her smoking pipe, which was nowhere to be seen at this moment.
모든 것이 난잡해. 어떠한
Was chaotic.
패턴도
I
볼 수
could
없었다.
not identify a single pattern in his behavior.
그놈은
He
껍데기다.
is an empty shell.
사람을 죽일
His act of killing lacks any emotional
어떠한
touch,
감정 그러니
and that is why you couldn't get a read on him.
반대로 너는
On the other hand, you appear so clearly to me.
어지간히도
You seem so anxious to cut something down, is that correct? You are broken, shattered, but every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small blades. A glass-like sword of many edges, so fragile with its futile wish to sever away what cannot be severed.
그 상처투성이 손에는 무얼 그렇게 쥐고 있는 거지?
What is it that you grasp so tightly in that scarred hands of yours?
너 이 새끼.
Little shit,
멋대로
what
뭘
are
보고
you
있는
peeking into?
팀장님한테 호칭이 지금
Hey, don't talk to our team leader like... Just as Ezra was about to give her a stern warning, Hohenheim stepping in and changed the subject.
덧붙이자면
To add to that, Metron here and I were in front of the laboratory when it occurred.
처음 시작은 바람
At first it
소리였지.
began with the sound of rushing wind, something large and heavy, cleaving through the air. The kind of sound one should never come to expect from a department like ours, so full of delicate machinery and containment units.
제 바로 앞이었어.
It happened right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking only a step ahead of me in half.
순간적으로 그런
And the first thing that came to my mind was, did anomaly breach containment? But if such were the case, the alarm should have gone off. So far, this tracks with what Miss Alyssa told us.
어떤 전조 증상도 없이 습격이 일어났다고.
I mean, yeah, I feel like I should do that. I feel like I should do that after like so many times people have come in to say something. She said there weren't any warning at all before the attack. Once I got a better look at what that was, I realized that it was neither anomaly, peccatula, or a distortion. It was a massive scabbard. When I looked toward where the scabbard came from, there stood a man who presumably threw the weapon.
책을 읽고 있었습니다.
Reading a book like he was out on a stroll. And the book was Matthias. He must have been reading his book of vengeance. Okay, so here we hear Matthias. I would have just known the name. I would not known he was a nurse father.
범죄에 중지라.
First the thumb and now the middle.
수초 동안 멍하니 보고
I stared at him, still processing what had just happened, when the boss grabbed my arm and started running.
뒤를 다시 돌아보지는 못했어요.
I couldn't look back. I heard screaming from dozens of people, but you seem to be fond of recounting unnecessary details.
이곳 방송 섹터 안까지 들어온 이유가
Only
있어.
after arriving here at the broadcast sector did I remember that Lissa was still out there.
목숨이 위급할
When
때
one's life is at risk, the brain instantly reduces the processing of effort to the bare minimum required for survival. It's only natural.
하지만 그 연구 계획서를 마지막으로 관리하던 건 저였으니까요.
Wait, is that the guy in the... Is that the guy in the thumbnail that I had last time? Is Matthias the part of the middle? But I was the last person who handled that research proposal, boss. I just went, yeah, sure, yeah.
알리사도
I should have been at the conference hall too with us.
있잖아.
Hey, listen, you
그런
don't
걸
look
일일이
back
따지다가는
and nitpick
진짜
at
남아있는
every
게
little
없을 것
thing you
같거든?
did in the past. We're gonna be here
너무
forever.
뻔한 위로
I know it
같긴
might
하지만
sound like a bit of an empty
앞으로
platitude,
무엇을
but
할수
focus on what we
있을지부터
can do right
생각해보지
now, what we're
않아.
going to do going forward, okay? You'll have time for regret later. I suppose
저희
so.
팀장님을
You did
한 차례
say my
구해주시기까지
boss
했는데
once, so I guess it's only right that I should have more
다른
faith in you
사람도
people
아니고
than anyone
제가
else.
그 또한 실험의 일환이었다고 반박하고 싶지만
I would like to clarify that the saving was but a part of the experiment, but given the urgency, I will forego a more detailed explanation.
각자의 상황 설명은
Looks like
끝난
we've
것
all
같으니
caught up then. Good.
지금까지 확인된
Now, let's
정보를
share what we
공유해보자.
know. We know, I mean, I knew the middle was involved because you can see him in the trailer, but I didn't know his name or who he was. Moses began laying out the situation with the expertise befitting a leader of the LCD.
오늘 이곳 본사 지하에 있는 LC의 부서에 침입자들이 습격하였다.
Today, intruders attacked the LCE department situated in the basement of the HQ.
LC 전 구역의
We lost
통제권을
control of the entire LCE
이것을 제외한
facility
모든
and save
섹터가
for our
각각
current
하나
location.
혹은 둘의 습격자에
Every sector has been
무력한
neutralized by a single or a pair of intruders.
정상적인 의사소통이
Any
가능한
survivor who's
정도로
conscious
생존해
enough to
있는
communicate properly is
이곳은
already
그
here.
이후에는
After he
경비실까지
attacked every
감지가
container,
되고
it was also forcibly
가끔
unlocked,
더
adding even more
혼란스러운
fuel to the fire.
사면 초가요. RT들
We are
곳을 찾는
we are
일은
beset by
어디를
foes on
가도
every
쉽지가
side.
않군.
A search for a foothold is a difficult one indeed.
여기 감시
Darn, if
카메라만
only
전부
these
볼 수만
surveillance
있어도
cameras weren't busted.
그놈들이 지금 어디에 있는지 정도는 볼수
I'd
있을
love to
텐데.
be able to keep track of their whereabouts.
여러 번 말하는 중이지만
As I have
고치려고
repeated many
시도
times
중이었어.
today, we are attempting to bring it back to operational status. She speaks of restoring a sabotage power grid like it's a task of as simple as wiping one's glass.
쉽게 말하는군.
지금 가장 필요한 정보는 두 가지다.
No, I hope it's not gonna be like another Ricardo Milos, encounter. More than anything, we need two pieces of information at the present.
침입자가 누구인가? 그리고 무엇을 위해 LC에
Who are the attackers? What objective brought them to the LCE?
우리가 마주한 자는 그저
The men we encountered seemed to have a one-track mind, seemingly set on killing as ordered.
하지만 목적을 단순
But there are far too many threads that point toward a motivation more complex than infiltrate the facility and slaughter its employees with abandon. Hey, don't worry about it, Gene. It's not a big spoiler or anything. We can let it go. Moses dedicated lying with Otis. If the assailant's goal was truly nothing more than slaughter, their first order of action should have been to unlock the containment unit.
침입자의 정체는
The intruders are, yes, I have enough evidence to at least get a general idea of whom they might be.
설명해 보게.
Do elaborate.
붉은 시선을 붙잡았다던 엄지압이라고 불리는 자.
There's the thumb nurse father who's stalling the red gaze. Then there's the member of the middle who attacked the researchers, and we've seen evidence of the rings of vomit too, given the presence of corpse mannequins.
최소로 잡아도 손가락 2개 이상의 조직이 혼재된 상황이라고 볼 수 있겠다.
At least 2 or more fingers are involved in this attack. The thumb, the vile cur the Kuruma clan serves are here. Yet this is quite odd. Lady Moses, are the fingers not hostile against one another? Those ilk have no business coming with even a sleep breath of each other, save when compelled to attend assemblies, such as the finger bow bell, where they ought quarrel to no end.
그런
Correct,
의혹으로
but
판단하자면
consider this
꽤
form.
중요한 목적이 있어서
Consider this from
각
the opposite
손가락 한
perspective. There
곳들이
must be
축소기
something of
모였단
enough
말이겠지.
importance for the opposite of each finger to put aside their difference and work hand in hand.
거미.
Spiders or the
혹은
nurse fathers of the
거미집의
house of
아비들.
spiders.
그들은 그렇게 불린다.
No, I mean like Jean hasn't done anything. That's what they're called.
그리고 우리는 이미 그들이 펼쳐둔 거미줄에
And we
걸린
just
상태지.
snare ourselves into the web they spun. The
서로의
fingers
의미를
rarely ever
침범하지
cross
않기
the
위해
line
선을
they've
그어둔다.
drawn between each other. This strange
지금처럼
entanglement
엉켜 있는
merely is a
양쪽은
deviation.
아비들이라. 그 칭호 의미 없이 붙여진
I can't help you,
녀석들이지.
Isaac. Jean hasn't done anything wrong. Unless Jean slips up, until then, we can't punish Jean. Yes, man. Nurse father, was it? Seems like a terribly meaningful title to me.
거미집이란 곳은
Then it can be assumed that the House of Spiders is a place to raise something or
각
someone to
손가락의
have
간부들이
such
모여서
high-ranking officers of each
양육이라는
finger
행위를
gather at
하는
one place to nurture someone.
말이 안 되나
One
싶지만
might think that it hardly makes
목적이
any
범상치
sense, and
않은
indeed,
만큼
it doesn't.
그들이 모일 당위성을 보충하는
What if their purpose itself is just as outrageous? That would paradoxically explain how they come together. To gather.
리오슈라 했던가? 그곳과 얽혀 있는 것으로 보이는데
Ryushu, is it? You seem to be inexorably tied to that place.
뭘?
아, 이건
She
뭘
just said,
원하시는지.
I know what you...
괜찮다.
No need, I can understand her abbreviations. Yeah, you can? Maybe it's the fit. Maybe the fit helps you understand each other.
하지만 나도 내가 아는 것을
But I
표현할
can't
수가
tell
없고.
you what I know because it's all broken into place. The memories attached to it, I can see how they're shattered.
모든 것을 기억해낼 필요는
You don't
없어.
have to recall everything.
내가
All I
제일
need
궁금한
to
건
know is
그 범상치 않은
what that
목표.
original purpose is.
그건
What is
무엇이-
it?
나를 무엇이든
To
되는
forge me
검으로
into a blade
만들어내는.
that cuts through all.
그리고 나는 그곳을 빠져나왔다.
But I left that place behind. Can you tell us anything more? Shame, but that's all I have,
아쉽지만
Clock.
여기까지군. 말하기
I don't remember much more than that. Even
말할
if I
수
did,
있었어도
it's not an easy thing to
말하기
speak of. Let out a practice sigh, just as Moses did earlier, the long exhalation of someone who clearly craved a puff of smoke and betrayed the aloofness she projected. What? What happened? What happened? Come to think of it, Ryushu hasn't been smoking at all since we got here, or maybe since the trunk.
시계. 저자가 말한 것처럼
Clock, like she
그리고
said,
네가
and
본
like what
것처럼
you've seen, my
내
mind
머리는
is a mess.
엉망진창이다. 나 역시 내
I have
스스로
questions of my own,
궁금해했지만
but the answers elude
그러나
me.
아까처럼
But maybe
내
the
놈의
pieces
힌트를
can be
뭔가
put together using your
잡아주기만도
hints, like the
하다는
one you
생각이
gave me earlier.
그러니 같이 풀어내야 한다. 이 퍼즐 혹은 방탈출.
Welcome back, Princeps. So we have to solve this together, this puzzle or this game of escape room. We should mother peer up placidly.
거미집의 목표가
Is
나는
if
굳이
it
검색에
is
침입할
you
이유가
the House of
없을
Spider wants, then I must ask you to entertain this question. Why do they bother attacking the HQ? As Will began her explanation, Rishu looked in her direction with mild amusement.
거미집을 빠져나왔다는 발언은 아마 탈출을 의미하겠지.
When you said you left the House of Spiders, I presume you meant you escaped it.
손가락 길이의 관계성을 고려했을
Members of
때
different fingers are hardly the kind of people to fraternize even on a good day, but this alliance of some sort they call
단편적으로만 본다면
the House of Spiders has persisted even after your departure. At a glance, it may only appear that they were simply waiting for your return.
하지만 오늘의 행동들을 보아서 그렇게 인내심이 대단한 자들로 보이지도 않는다.
It seems like Jean has given Eugene PTSD. But given their behavior today, they didn't strike me as particularly patient group as a whole. In other words, I find it suspicious that they decide to act now. If they were desperate, they would have made the move long ago. This leads me to believe that they were waiting for the right time. Whichever is their motive, Ryushu, whether it's getting you back or doing something else, the fact remains that they have chosen this particular moment to act.
저희가 만난 거미집의 아비는 류슈
The nurse from the House of Spiders we encountered, she made way for us so that Ryushu could come to the HQ research facility. She harbored such intense and complicated feelings for Ryushu, but I don't think I got any sense that she was trying to kill or take Ryushu with her. But she said that the nurse father were waiting for me here. Literally, they're here to see me, weirdo detective. Alright, you. Hey, what the hell's your problem?
진정하게.
Be calm, please. It is best that we do not interrupt their conversation. In intense dialogue, shall they find and draw out the answer? Let us not dare stem this course.
너를 자극하기 위해 거미집의 아비들이 습격했다는 추측은 합당하다.
It is a fair assumption that the nurse of the House of Spiders have attacked this place to provoke you. However, I can't seem to shake the thought that they must have a distinct objective. If they were indeed after Ryushi and only Ryushi, then choosing this specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. The intervals between each of the sinners are different, but once a sinner turn ends, another's begins every single time without failure. This case has everything to do with Ryushu, I believe, without a shred of a doubt that it's her turn. Once the sinners relayed my words, Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words.
LIMBUS COMPANY, 거울, 유리창, 구엘사, 추출된 에고, 엔케팔린, 신비, 환상체, 모노리스, 수감자 류슈.
I wonder what the psychoments, monolith. I wonder what these two are referring to. I don't know these two here. Thoughts on Moses? A beautiful marinated steak.
이건 LC의 연구소에서 거미집의 목적이 될 수 있는 것은 그리 많지 않더군.
I don't know, I got pinged. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know. Yeah, but that can't be everything that we know about the monolith. I can't think of many things in the LCE research facility that could be what that horse of spiders is after.
당장 쓸 수 없는 정보를
Yeah, you know
모두
what?
제외한
Let me scroll up so I don't.
추측할 수 있는 모든 목적 중 가장 합당한 목적은 처음부터 하나뿐이다.
Yeah, so but what is the monolith just? Is the monolith like just another golden bow? By process of elimination, the only reasonable answer that can be deduced is as follows.
황금가지.
They're here for the golden bows.
결국 그런 결론을
So that's how it is. I mean, that's what I assumed it was. Moses is right. It became very important for us to look into Risha's past, to reach in and see what lies there. But LCB's goal, its journey, and its stories have always been bound to the same terminus: obtain the golden bows. Hohenheim, where are the golden bows in this facility located?
관리자님께서 황금가지의 위치를
The
묻는군요.
manager would like to know the location of the golden bows. Though we did sell one to Herbert back in T-Court. Oh yeah, huh, we did.
이곳의 실험실에 있네.
It's at a laboratory in this facility. Hohenheim's gaze turned to me. Perhaps he was looking at the clock, hands on my head.
그래.
Very well.
내용에 대해서 말하지 않을 수가 없겠고.
I suppose there's no way around sharing the contents of our presentation. Hohenheim's answer sounded more like a prolonged sigh.
그건 황금가지 실험
It was a
성과에 대한
presentation
발표.
regarding our progress in the Golden Bowls experimentation. Gene, you pinged me. How else am I? I gotta look at what my mods ping me for.
그리고 그 발표가 공개될 수 있는 인원은 한정되어
And the
있는
group individuals with the
지금
clearance to access the
LCB 는
concert that present does not
포함되지 않았어.
include the members of LCB.
황금가지를 개고생해서 구해온
Aren't we the
건
ones
우리인데
risking our necks out there to collect those bows? How come we are not allowed to?
보안의 범위를 결정하는 건 내가 아니네.
I am not the one who decides the scope of our security.
씨가 우려하는 바가
This is pretty long
알고
stage. Hohenheim, your concern is understandable. The company maintains tight control over any information regarding the golden bows. There is no way to know at this moment what the consequences of leaking this information without the company's consent might be. If the worst comes to worst, it may even be subject to a memory wipe procedure. I mean, a memory wipe procedure doesn't sound too bad if that's the worst.
지금 같은 비상 상황에서 그딴
Unbelievable.
걱정부터
We
해야
stalled
한다니.
by some red tape at an exchange circumstance like this.
비밀스럽고 수상쩍은
When we
회사에서
have
뭘
peaceful
봐야
stream, maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll have one tomorrow. Over on Twitch, probably. Is that what you're talking about, Isaac? Welcome back, Goober. What do you expect from a company practically built on secrecy and suspicion?
그럼 가만한
Yeah, we'll probably. I don't know. We might have one tomorrow, or no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I have something different. I don't know if I don't. I don't know if y'all been. I don't. Some of y'all haven't been here before. But I do like to play some games with some of my friends every now and then. And tomorrow, we plan on playing a game called Roadside Research. Anyway, assuming the risk of divulging this information are understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the point. The golden bow we were experimenting with grafted the retrieved bows onto one another.
가지를 접목한다는 것은 혹시
Oh, Chad, I had something spicy. Do you know whenever you burp sometimes and that stuff kind of like comes up a little bit? The spices has like stuck to my throat and now it just hurts.
한 그루의 나무로 만들었다는 뜻인가?
Then was the purpose to combine the bows to form a singular tree?
연구자 앞에서는
Nothing
그런
slips
모습을
by a
보는
fellow
것도
researcher, I suppose.
특수한
Correct. We are
환경에서
incubating
황금가지를
the golden
배양시켜
bows under a very special environment to create a sapling. We haven't yet managed to graft them together into a proper tree.
아직은 한 그루로 완전히
No, but that
접목시키지는
horizon
못했지만
is in
그리
sight.
먼 이야기는 아니지. 그 실험의 성과를
Oh my god, Tsukime, I did 30 pulls just at the beginning of the stream, and I got shit. I got a what did I get, chat? The Faust thing? Yeah, She-Faust. Today was the day that we were to share the success of the experiment with certain major characters and teams within the company. Until this happened, the golden bow are at the laboratory. Then we have to get to the laboratory where they do and secure the golden bow.
하지만 섣불리 움직이기에는 이곳에 도사리는 적들이 너무 많지 않아? 본사랑 더 연락할 방법은 없는 거야?
Yeah, it was a dupe though. But we can't just waltz out on our own when this whole place might be crawling with enemies, right? Is there any way we can get in touch with the HQ right now?
본사에 지원 요청은 들어갔나?
Did HQ even receive your support request?
1시간 전에
We did send a rescue signal to HQ an hour ago, but we have no way of knowing whether it was received. The attackers destroyed all of our outgoing transmitters earlier.
신호만 들어갔다면
As long as they receive a signal, any signal, it shouldn't take long until they recognize the LCE is under attack by an overwhelming force.
LCA가 지원을
Assuming the
보냈다는
LCA
가정하에서
has sent
그들이
support
이곳까지 도착하는데
units,
걸리는
do
시간을
we
예상할
have an
수 있나?
estimate of how long it might take for them to arrive? If they have to navigate around inaccessible passages currently present in the facility, it should be no more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes, then they should have been here already.
신호를 받지
They have
못했거나
either failed to receive the transmission or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevators. If it weren't for Miss Saw bringing us up to speed, we should have had thought of using the back door to come straight to this facility.
그런 거라면 통제실에서
If
전력
such,
분배기만
if such is the
제거팅해도
case, then
될
we need only reboot the power divider in the facility management room. It's so long. It's not even Hohenheim, it's everybody. Like, we're here talking while Alyssa's dying.
어이 척척 박사. 이 부서의 셧다운 상태를
Hey, yeah,
복구시키려면
Mr. Big
저
Brain.
돌아다니는 뒤틀림이나 환상체들을 모조리 제압해야 하는 거지?
I'm pinged again? What am I pinged again for? Can we This is a long reading Canto, so be prepared. Still a lot of peak nonetheless. That's what I'm hoping for this all this reading to pay off. It wasn't supposed to be a moan. It was supposed to be the sound of dying or despair. Ezra the goddess. There is a character in Brave Frontier called that is basically the goddess Ezra, which is she looks amazing. If we want to restore this department from a shutdown state, we gotta take out all the distortion I know he's sauntering about, right? In order to permanently restore the facility, yes, the place has been designed to be quarantined from every other department, even if a single abnormality has escaped to its hallways.
생각해봤자 뭐가 더
No use sitting
나오겠어?
around
환상체나 뒤틀림들이
putting our heads
무서운
together then,
거면
right?
우리가 처리해줄게.
If you guys are scared of some abnormality or distortion, leave it to us. We'll kick their butts.
무섭다고는 한마디도 안 했는데요.
Nobody said they're scared. I'm just saying we could benefit from practicing a bit of caution.
역시 전력 수리부터 하는 게 제일
It would be wise to prioritize restoring power to the facility. It seems that these attackers are making effective use of the dark.
아무래도
I see. Extreme manager, I am of the opinion that we must split our forces in order to facilitate our operation given the urgency of the situation. Are they gonna fucking split my roster up?
우선순위만을 논하면서 시간을 낭비하기.
Usually it looks rather pressing for us to sit here and waste time debating what to tackle first. Once I nodded in agreement, Otis quickly took control of the situation. Listen up, man. We prepare for two things. Reconnaissance and extraction.
뭐?
Extraction, you mean escape? Assuming that LCA support will arrive, it would serve us best to move in tandem with them to improve our chances of launching an attack, a joint attack with numerical advantage over our enemies. Also, we have to stay mobile. We've held this position for too long. Our enemies will methodically kill and comb through the entire facility until they find what they're looking for. The more we remain stationary, the more likely we are to encounter them, and that will only elevate the risk of total obliteration.
그건 말 되네.
Makes sense. Besides, the others aren't like us. Once they get killed, it's over for them.
거기에 더해 황금가지 또한 적보다 먼저 회수해야 한다. 무엇을 하려고 하든 이 안에서는 해결할 수 없다.
Another thing, don't forget that we have to reach the golden bows before our enemies do. Whichever we end up prioritizing, we won't get anything done by staying holed up in here.
그래. 그럼 우리가 다 같이 나간다 쳤을 때
What's a
제일
triple
먼저 갈
zero?
장소는 어디인가? 자네 말대로 황금가지의 회수나 전력 복구 같이.
Very well then, if we were all to leave this place at the same time, where should we prioritize? We have many pressing tasks. As you have explained, golden bow retrieval, facility power restoration, but the facility management room to restore power to the facility laboratory and the area with the damaged circuitry are all located far from each other.
힘을 나눈다.
We divide and conquer,
황금가지의
securing
보호,
the golden bow, restoring
시설
power,
전략의
and
보호,
suppressing our ways to
반상제
clear a
제압을
path
통한
for the
지원
reinforcements.
이
They're
막중한
all
문제들을
equally
동시에
important and
해결하기
must be
위해서는
resolved
각각에 걸맞은 팀들이 배치되는 것이 맞겠지.
concomitantly. And to do so, we must split up into squads based on our expertise. Getting a... Oh, so I have that.
그래, 뭐 찬성이야. 우리는 따로 행동하는 편이 더 편하기도 하고.
Fraud Canto 9. Right, we worked better as a separate unit anyway.
황금가지는
We'll be in charge of
LCD
securing the
부서가
Golden Bow as our
찾던
ISO manager here has the ability to
이곳에
detect
있는 관리자님께서
wherever they are in proximity of
근처에
one of them.
황금가지가 있어.
Kind of like a metal detector.
그럼
How dare you
싸구려 같은
compare these
비유를-
men to war? I'll let that one slide given the
촉박하고
urgency.
환상체나 뒤틀림.
We would like to leave atomized
LCD 부서에
distortion and
부탁하고 싶어.
pictorial suppression to the LCD.
좋아, 전문이지 그건.
That's totally our bread and butter.
격리되어
But
있던
butter.
환상체나
Butter.
뒤틀림 중에
How many
까다로운
difficult
건 몇 종 정도 되지?
abnormals or distortion did you have contained in this facility?
그렇죠.
Combatants of your prowess should have no trouble suppressing most of them, save for two however that might pose some trouble. I do not like the sound of that. Didn't one of y'all said like we haven't had a 2-star ID in like a good year at least? Take these micro communications
너무 멀면 신호가 닿지 않죠.
with you. We use these to communicate between laboratories. While it has limited range, it should be useful enough for relaying the suppression tactic for each entity you come across.
좋아. 통신도
Perfect. We
갖출 수
secured a
있겠군.
means of communication.
마지막으로 전략 복구는
As for restoring
LC
power to the
부서에
facility, I would like to
맡기도록 하지.
designate that task to the LCE
내부 시설에
personnel here.
대해서는
I
이곳에
presume
인원
you are
중
the
제일
best acquainted
익숙할
with
것
the
같지.
layout of this facility out of all of us.
합리적이군.
A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than it might have first appeared to you.
전선들이
That
제대로
is indeed
정리가
one
되지
way to
않은
describe the
혼란한
abysmal
저런 식으로 언급하는
cable
거
management.
그건 엔트로피 증가 과정의 재현이라고 생각해 줬으면 좋겠군.
Please
그리고
consider
더 안정한
but
상태에서
a representation of the entropic escalation phenomenon. Despite the way it looks, the setup is quite stable. I mean I have Roblox. We can if you guys would like, I could probably play the Forsaken. Martin gave a handful of tiny radios to Otis, who distributed them to each of us. Don't forget to keep each other updated.
잊고 싶던
The
영광을
acid
세상.
stench of smoke I'd much rather leave buried in the past keeps coming back. Let's all play Forsaken, fuck it. At least a year. Last 2 stars either Fang Hun or Hongler or Zway Claire. Zway Claire, some kind as ish. I believe honestly they should make like more finger IDs as I don't have anybody as a friend on Roblox. I don't play Roblox very often. But I do have it.
잊지 말게. 황금가지는 보존통에 들어있으니 함부로 대하지 말고.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. So I was like thinking, so like 2,222? Don't forget the golden bow are kept within a preservation container. Take extra care when you handle it.
그래.
Okay, we've been working our butts off to retrieve those shiny twigs too. We know enough about their worth not to throw them around willy-nilly. Tell that to Dawn. Oh wait, chat, do you think Dawn remembers the beating she got from Vergilious as Sancho? Gregor comment did nothing to deter Hohenheim, who kept voicing his warning again and again. She does.
실험실은 그쪽이고.
Alright, labs that way, and the facility management room is tracking the available routes to guide the LCD team to arrive with Moses. She behaved well last Canto interval. She don't lose any memories. Yeah, but how does she feel about it now? Is she still afraid, or is she more willing to step against the Vergilious? Oh yeah, no, that was funny. Hey Skull, welcome. Ezra was tracing, okay. While others crept down the corridor, alert for any danger lurking in the shadows. There's a wall dropping down. Watch out, you guys! Cole was thrown into complete chaos.
씨, 이곳으로 오세요.
안 돼. 거리가 너무 멀어요.
Is everyone alright?
환성체 탈출에
We've seen that a quarantine system designed for anomaly containment breaches has just been activated. Mersal, who had been standing close by, replied in a monotonous voice. And just as he, oh my god, chat, they're gonna lock out some sinners that I have, and it's probably gonna be some of my favorite sinners, or some of the sinners that I use the most. Just as he said, when I looked around, nearly flattened us into pancakes. We were but a breath away from disaster. Shabby thing. What a waste of just when I didn't think it could get any worse, it did. Waste of time. Where's Ryushu, by the way?
그런데 류슈 씨는
What
어디에
the
계시는 건가요?
what the hell? What?
관리자들이 어디 있는가? 관리자들이 어디 있는가?
Man, chat. The Dawn. Perfection. It is a bit muffled though. It is a little muffled, which is a disaster. Sinclair and Don Quixote were desperately calling out from the other side of the wall. I think it's the first time we've ever been so completely separated from Dante. Then we can't even afford to get hurt. Chat, did they do? I think they just fucking locked me out of my bleed team. They locked me out of Dawn, Sinclair, and Rhodia. 3 of my strongest units. At least, do I have Ishmael? No, I don't have Ishmael either. Now they've taken over the security wall controls too. They're actually forced us to split up. Not to worry, actually, manager. This is only a minor setback. Allow me to assume command of this unit for the time being. Hello? That's the first thing you're worried about? Shouldn't you be more concerned about Dante? This has grown to be quite the predicament. Are you alright, team leader? I am. At least we have no injured among us. After that planning, we ended up getting separated into completely random teams. Let's first check who we have on our side. No Ishmael, no Otis, no Faust, no Donkey, no Rhodey, and only Ryushu. Yeah, Gene. I know I'm gonna have to borrow someone's ID because I don't have these. Whoever's on my team right now, I do not have IDs for them for sure. Discord? I'm not gonna be. I am not. Hold on, chat. Let me fill you in, chat. Yeah? Yeah, Gene? Yeah? Wait, does he have a tail? I'm sorry, does he? Why is he so chiseled? He's not this chiseled. What is this? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I can get behind this, but what is this? Oh, wait. How about this? What the fuck just happened? No, I don't want to. No, I don't want this. How do I? Ah, gosh dang it, whatever. No, that's not Dawn. I don't think that's Dawn. I hope it is. I don't think it's Dawn. I hope it's not Dawn, and I hope it's not Sinclair, just gender bent. I think that's a gender bent Sinclair. No, didn't want to do that. No. Let's. Okay, you know what? We're moving on. No. Just because no, that's not Dawn. No, it's not Dawn because Dawn's not that big, and Dawn has slightly longer hair than. It's a gender bent. Stop it! No, not my Dawn. No. Not my Dawn. You know what? Just for that, just no. You know what, Gene? Just for that. No, that is my Dawn. You don't do that to my Dawn. Where are you? I gotta... There we go. Okay, it's me, Mersal, Gregor, and Yi-sang here. Also Ryushu.
여기는
We've got the detective Miss Ongdu and me over here, and
저랑 이스마일 씨와 노자 씨
5.
그리고 오티스 씨가 계시네요.
The name of the day is Johnny Appleseed. Ishmael, Rodi, and me, Otis too.
이쪽은 나와 마트.
As for us, Martin, the assistant LCE team members, and the rest.
그밖에 등등이 있네.
등등이 무엇인가?
I really wanted to make it 30. The rest of whom speakest thou? It is a phrase used by individuals who find it especially difficult to acknowledge their betters. What did he say? Oh, and the rest. Me, Don Quixote, and Faust. There was no chance we could get the security walls out of our way, even with our combined effort. The master key card doesn't work either. It should be able to override the lockdown, but LCE wasn't having any luck on their side. You know what, Gene? If you're still here, while you're at it, go make a roll that's the same as the cheese. Duplicate the cheese merchant roll, and just name it information guide. Even though the LCU wasn't having any luck on their side, there had been a minor deviation, but it can't be helped. Advance according to plan. This unit, the LCD, including, will neutralize any hostiles within the facility, one threat at a time. Yeah, Goober.
그쪽 안내를 돕겠습니다.
We'll assist you with finding the trail as soon as we're done repairing the security cameras. Little bros get sentenced to death. Hey, Spixia, how you doing? Well, we'll accept you with finding the trail as soon as we're done repairing the security cameras. Or we'll assist. Acknowledge. LCE and Holham's team will secure the facility management room and prioritize restoring power. As for the executive manager's team, proceed to the laboratory for golden ball retrieval. Figured I'd end up in the team doing the fighting. What a pain. Alright, off we go. Man, this is a little... I feel like this is a little foreshadowing. Like, if I didn't know any better, it looked like they're like going on their own ways, and later we rendezvous with them, but they're all like wrecked, you know.
내가 앞장서도록 하지. 따라오도록.
I will take the lead. The rest of you follow me. Well, that's because I feel like that's what you deep down. That's what you want. I will take the lead. The rest of you follow me. No, Eugene. That's not true, because you can hear the amount of distress in her voice whenever something bad happens to us. So in essence, she cares and she loves us. And with that, Otis and his LCD team footsteps faded into the distance on the opposite side. We should get moving too, although I think just Martin and my assistant here will be enough to restore power to the facility management room. There we go. Yeah, that works, Gene. That works. Yeah, you know what? Let me smite that too. We should get moving too, though. Although I think just measuring myself will be enough to restore power to the facility management room.
전력 시설의 구조가 그리 체계적으로 되어 있진 않나 보군요.
There seems to be lack of proper structure in the generation and distribution of electricity here. It is regretted that the facility lacks a backup mechanism to handle overseeing an emergency of this sort.
내가 건물의 설계까지 도맡아 할 만큼
With the breadth of my responsibility, it is only natural that I would have been too busy to be responsible for the facility design. However, when viewed independently, the structure of the laboratory itself is...
고작 이런 일로 울상짓지 마시게나.
Friend thyself, not over so trifling a matter, young Heathcliff. She's right. With the three of us together, we'll be able to look over whatever obstacle that gets in our way. Probably. The voice of Hohenheim and the other sinners also slip further away into the background. Should we get a move on to? Looks like we got Isaiah here. Let us know if you sense the golden bow, Manager Bud. The two smokers of the group end up in the same team. What are the odds? That is funny. I already knew how the others managed to pull through these working conditions without taking a puff. There was a time when I partook, but I could not find any reason to maintain the habit. There was? What did you smoke? Most things that fall under the category of cigarette. Yes. Oh, you know what, chat? I forgot I had this. I did this for the Art Night stream, so I saved the last ones for the Limbus stream. There you go, chat. Let's see if any of you are lucky. Oh, we got Billion Alpha, but that's the wrong stream. that's the wrong stream. Rigged? It's a little bit. I haven't seen Alex and Deep in a while though. You're watching you would never walk out of line. I pegged you as a one hell of a straight face fella. I partook in both categories of activities. Those generally accepted as right and those accepted as wrong. Hey Maria, how you doing? I didn't see in French channel or I just misheard. Oh no, there is no information channel. You are the information. They come to you for information. You are the information channel yourself. During my time among the old League of Nine literatures, I once had an opportunity to engage in a few hits of the substance at the behest of my fellows, which lasted 4 days in dream events. What kind of dream? That was the one and only time. Everyone burst into laughter, though I found no enjoyment in smoking itself. I finished my mission. Okay, Sko, you have a good one. What's the square root of pi? What's the square root of pi? There you go, Isaac. Well, that's where I go. Please look at. Oh my God, what is it this time? I can't really be mad at that. There is something good, and then there's something not so good. I really can't be mad at that. A group of friends and went on a trip, got a little weird at the end of the dream. Oh yeah? Yeah, how weird. No. No, Cromer is always the good. That was the one and only time everyone burst into laughter, though I found no enjoyment in smoking itself. That's always the case for first-timers. Must have been pretty intense, huh? What about you, Mr. Yushu? When did you first start smoking cigarettes? It's in a dream for I for some reason switched genders, which no one in the dream noticed. What the fuck, Maria? Oh, that's hilarious. Every pair of eyes searched Richu's face, but she didn't bother telling us her story, nor did she reveal any sign of unease or anxiety. What we saw on her face was inexplicable exhilaration, thrill, and as strange as it may seem, a fury chilling to the marrow. Until I woke up. Beats me. I've always been surrounded by cigarette smoke ever since I was a brat. Wouldn't have guessed it any other way. It's your turn this time, isn't it? Yeah, so damn obvious that it makes me scoff. Having a rock like Edmund to switch, you know, hey, you know that. I mean, they make it cool when we switch genders. They do make it look cool. At least I turned into a beautiful girl. Yeah, I guess that's the. I guess you can look at the upside of that, right, Maria? How do you feel, Mr. Yushu? Be faced with the past that stands before you. Simple. It's exciting. All that waiting finally paid off. Yeah, appeared to be more of you than my so it works, I guess. So do you prefer one over the other? I noticed you haven't smoked one since this whole thing began, Ryushu. Right. Trying to get used to staying off it. Meanwhile, back at the transporter truck. Man, she looks terrible. Never thought you of all people would have one. Funny, isn't it? The mighty and powerful Red Gaze loses this tiny little bundle of liability from his clutch. He's suddenly too scared to even swing his sword right. Now that I don't understand, to have an unwanted burden you can't even push aside or kill off, shoved into your care. I know what it's like all too well. Well, I suppose I did want a little thing back then, but I never expected her to be such a nuisance. Lucio's been digging around. It looks like you don't have any connection whatsoever to this half pint here. Could it be you've got a specific use for her? It's plain that you need her for something. Explains why you're letting that dead weight tag along. Perhaps she's like my ticket or textbook over there. A pain in the ass you'd much rather kill off, but can't because you need it to make the future you long for come true. We sure have a lot in common, don't we? I know why you provoked me with that pointless rabbling. Your friend now are out on a mission, and you're making sure I don't get in their way till you get the all clear. However, just because my sword isn't cleaving across your throat doesn't mean I won't collect your little lackey's head. Damn, Vergilious. Maybe he ain't a fraud after all. I certainly smash on my girl. Okay, chat. You know what? I have a question for chat. If you were in front of your gender bent self, would you smash? And if your gender bent self had better attributes than you did, this one's much easier. So you got a surprise on this or anything? What? Is it the Cromer? Is it Cromer? Is that Ryushu? Excuse me? You know what? I'll let that one slide. That's hilarious. That's the look on Ryushu's face. Oh, that's hilarious. That's funny. How are we all on this fine night? Hey Nano, how you doing? They be rage baiting each other. Will that count as smash or self-pleasure? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Would you... no, actually, what I was gonna ask... Is that incest to y'all? If it's like... It's like self-cest? Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? Would it be... Would that be... a wild question, I know, but still... I just might be spending too much at my PC because it appeared at some point in my dream out of nowhere and was hungry to a real one. Don't keep that in mind. This should be interesting. Do your worst. I'm curious to see how long the textbook I so patiently crafted for my ticket would last against a color fixer. Aren't you? Not even a second. You picked an interesting time to join the stream. Yes, you did, Nano. The stream always has interesting moments. I will say that. It is self-cest, but like I said, depend whether I'd consider myself hot. No. Your other self would definitely be hot. Just so you can be tempted to do yourself. That's a lot more sinners than I thought that what the fuck is this? I mean, Mersault is our lowest level here, so we're gonna probably have to do that.
이거 참 설레는구려.
Into these mannequins.
그래.
Oh.
정확히는 약자비 혼자다.
Are they made by those nurse fathers? Yes, to be more specific, it's just the ring nurse father. Hold on, chat. I literally cannot see. I cannot see without my glasses on. Not this far away from the screen. Like I'm literally the meme of like that one Asian comedian that's also a doctor. And he has that one. There's that one meme of him going like looking at like that to a piece of paper or something. It's not. The smudges aren't unsmudging. I got a gifted set out of nowhere. Hey Alpha, yeah, you won the Gamba. Secretly Velma from Scooby-Doo. Hey, is it? If I remember correctly, isn't Velma pretty hot though? Like in the Scooby-Doo movies. I also can't see squat more than 2 feet away. No idea what you're talking about. Oh yeah, and the answer to my question. I'm not reading that. Level 50 IDs at Canto 9 is wild. Anyway, yeah, Maria. Yeah, you have it. You have it, Isaac. Canto 9 low-key challenging for illiterate people. Has at least 2 clash power bonus for enemy. It's fine, we win, right? Serious, not the old one. How wild can some number do no reason? How many eggs do platypuses lay in a sitting? Hold on. It is a question for Isaac. Corporism is an art movement that utilizes the interaction between human bones and muscles, the contraction and the elongation thereof, with a splash of cubist techniques, it seems. Do you see them? Writings carved into their bodies. Therefore, their corpses were engraved with a wild scroll of message carved with a blade. They began shuffling at us in an uncanny rhythm, entirely devoid of any semblance of will. Dearest. Dearest daughter of ours. Please pay close attention to the way the line curves. From ribs we can make blades, keener than any sword. From femurs we can make bludgeons, sturdier than any mace. The thoracic cage has taken this purposing yet hardy shape of an art to keep the heart and the lung from harm. Preserve this nature beauty of the human corpus and do not infringe on its primeval precise value. That is the reverence from which the act of creation must be handled, just as musicians handle a priceless instrument. Gene. You know what? That has too much Dawn. Let's get rid of that. Touch it, if you will. Do your fingertips feel the contour of a blade along the grains of musculature, its tendons and sinews? The bones of the one most desperate for life has become a blade best fit to reap it. Indeed it has, hasn't it? I knew from the fathoms of my heart that you could appreciate the true value of this piece, Yoshihide. The care put into this piece I have so painstakingly birthed into the world is greater than that of any other work of mine. The smallest fracture or imbalance could instantly render it useless. Once this piece is complete, dearest Yoshihide, I would like you to wield it. There's too much Dawn. There's too much Dawn interacting with Dawn is interacting with Dawn isn't interacting with Dante more. It's great though. The art is good, but it has too many Sinclairs and I guess Hong Lu.
그렇게나 노래 부르던 그
Never get to
작품을
finish that precious piece.
결국 완성을 못했나.
I don't know what that is, Gene. What is that? He'd always ramble about, did he? No. No, that's not it, Nano. There's Dawn isn't doing things with the manager. Dawn is doing too many things with Hong Lu and Sinclair. Muttered to herself. Oh, wow, okay.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한 이건 못하겠습니다. 너무 유치하잖아요.
So, chap, can you like who was the prince? We met the priest, we met the barber, we met the princess. Who's the priest of Machaland? Oh, Cassetti. Was Cassetti really that? I thought Cassetti was like a lower, he was a lower rank fiend. Yeah, like isn't he a lower ranked fiend? Like, why is there an ID of such a?
합격장.
Yeah, and you see what happened to him, Eugene. Oh, Dulcinea's? Okay. He was a third, so he was a third. So the same rank as the barber and the priest.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
You know what? I was gonna say he seemed pretty weak to be the same rank as the priest and the barber, but I remember he was starved, wasn't he?
잠시 무릎 꿇는 것을 두려워하지 마시게.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
행진했고 이것이 서국의 피날레다. 왕의 비호를 하사.
Corsetti, the blood fiend you meet in the warp train in before Canto 7. You know what they were, huh? Yeah. Now that I think about it, they all were pretty much starving, weren't they?
도움이 될 때가 있네요. 화가 나서 제대로 된 판단이 안 서는 모양입니다.
퍼레이드와 피날레.
A fourth?
방금 어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
So wait, so who was the barber and the priestess offspring? Who was that? Yeah, no, it definitely is for sure. Yeah, no, it's definitely stronger. That's why I'm like confused a little bit. Yeah, Dulcinea is a second kindred, yes. Yeah, we know that.
탈락이 잘 되네요. 아마 그 공격이
Unfortunately, right, Gene? How unfortunate.
나선 속을 벗어날 수 없.
But like, whose offspring is the barber and priest? Sancho, Dulcinea, barber, priest. Okay, so then wouldn't Corsetti also being Dulcinea's also be the same rank as barber and priest?
가족이 되기엔 약한.
So is the barber and priest also a sixth?
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
How is Corsetti a sixth kindred when the priest and barber is a third kindred? No. It has nothing to do with reading comprehension. If Dulcinea barber and priest being Dulcinea's, they're a third kindred, right? Oh, we don't know. Oh, don't know. Who's Kuriamba, bro? Who's Kuriam, bro? Yeah, who is that?
점 찍었네.
Barber of priest had 14 or they had 15 offspring and one of them had Corsetti.
경외감 속에 숨어.
Then why do we then that makes it even weirder. Why didn't we get to see Barber and Priestess fourth and fifth offspring, and then Corsetti as a sixth offspring? I found that weird. No, it can't make more than 2 offspring.
점 찍었네.
Cause irrelevant to plot. It's the rules. Because they weren't important enough? Yeah, and Corsetti was important enough?
비뚤어졌구려. 이제야 완성되었나?
So here's another question. What do you mean he bagged Dulcinea? Excuse me?
걸작을 자는.
What do you no, Eugene, what are you talking about?
어떤 평가를 내려주실지 흥분이 가시지 않는
I
거요.
hope this is just your headcanon. I hope you are. I hope you're being silly. Just because he's the prince of the parade doesn't mean he bagged Dulcinea. He's only a prince in name only. Because the truth is a lie.
이거 참 설레는구려.
We live in a society.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세라.
죄인인가?
우리의 투지를 꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
기가 튀.
Maria, you can't tell me that you look at Dulcinea and not think she's not a princess. She is in every aspect of her is princess material. you can say, looking at Corsetti, you can say, looking at him, that he is definitely not a prince. Because he's a coward.
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없.
She has two big reasons to be a princess. So chat, does anyone know the answer to this? Like, does anyone know enough lore to answer this question? What happens if a blood fiend
어거이의 그 유치한 말
of a high rank
될 때가 있네요. 화가 나서 제대로 된
Um,
판단이 안 서는 모양입니다.
conceives with a human?
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없.
Is it time to talk about the blood fiend and the bees? They make blade from marble. Hey, that's a good, what the fuck am I
이제야
looking
실력을
at?
좀 내시네요.
I see that.
평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
That's a goated reference. Hey, they may have no sexual desire, but that doesn't mean that they don't have it. I don't think we have any examples of actual procreation. Only create more blood fiends and have blood create. Yes, but what if a blood fiend loves a human? Huh? What if they find love in a human? Exactly, the lore doesn't say no.
기분이 좋아 보이시네요.
Ain't gonna go for you. You don't have a head. You're a clock. That just makes it even better. Now she can now she can tell time whenever we're in bed together.
확실히 처리해야 합니다.
She can tell how long we've been holding hands. She can tell how long we've been on our date. It'd just be more convenient. Sinclair doesn't have the advantages of a clock head, okay?
경외감 속에 숨어. 시선에 눈이 멀지
방금
않도록.
어떻게 하신 거죠? 깜짝 놀랐어요.
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없다.
Does the clock tell real time? That's besides the point. What the hell, Eugene? Faust doesn't stop speaking. Faust just speaks when she's spoken to. So you're being spoken to, Isaac.
합격장.
저기 저 개체부터 처리하면 편할 것 같아요.
I don't know if it's just me, but like I feel like he's saying is doing a lot of damage. Is the fanfic the one Dawn or the 100 publicized Dawns? Do MD with base IDs? MD with base IDs. Can they do that, chat? I'm curious. Can the base IDs hit extreme? I don't know. So YouTube likes to censor some messages, Warrior. So did Extreme Indie with base IDs. Did they?
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Digresses through hundreds of years of being idle. Hey, that's even better. We can jumpstart it. We can jumpstart it with a little shock.
행진을 멈추지 마라. 왕국을 넘어 멸망한 그 땅으로 돌아갈 때
Best way to give it a shock is by knocking at
저들이 우리의
Dulcinia's doors.
것을 정면 엘리베이터가 작
The elevator up ahead is operational. They even got a Papa Don fight and clutched it with egos. What is is Papa Don fight even like? Does it have like the same mechanics and stuff in MD? Hey, I'm fine with Bari X Papa Don. I'm fine with that. I can see the light available beyond the lockdown door. Is the exact same. If power has returned to the elevator, it can only mean that Holland has arrived at the facility management room. Then, once the elevator door opens, LCA agents began pouring into the facility in perfect order. Oh, is this what Otis wears? Is this like a version of what Otis wears? They immediately began hacking and shooting down anything they got in their way. There wasn't a slight hesitation in their movements, as though drilled into them over countless rehearsals. From the way, hey, yo, the LCE or whatever, LCB, LCA, whatever these guys are, they have some nice fits. If I were to cosplay something, I would like to cosplay their fit. Yeah, Otis ID is a leader of an LCA team. Okay. From the way they never failed to deliver a killing blow to any target that so much as Twitch, even when it was already mangled beyond recognition. I could tell they were seasoned veterans with years of combat experience. I began to grow certain that these fighters could brush aside any obstacle we faced with ease. LCA's special operation unit, was it? They sure know how to clear a room. Gene, just put it in spoiler company. Just put it in spoiler company. I never go there. Testing, come in. Oi, give me that. Oi, you alright, mate? No need to shout into the mic, Heathcliff. We can hear you just fine. My apologies. Well, I don't want to see that. Myson's temperament leans on the more impatient side. Senator Otis' conjecture was correct. At arrived at facility management, we have been observing the facility through the devices here. The video feed quality, well, it leaves much to be desired, but the LCA has arrived at this sector. Can confirm that on this end as well. We have visual on the LCA units past the lockdown shutters. But all I've managed so far is to remove one security wall in your path. It has nothing to do with restoring the internal elevator leading to other departments. Whichever may be the case, does this mean that the wounded can now be transported to safety? Not quite. While they managed to send the LCA down here via unknown means, the entire facility has to be restored in order to return upstairs. It is indeed a relief, however. It seems that the agents have been deployed to each sector. They should be able to secure the rest of the survivors. Though I've never been able to be interested, I've never been one to be interested in the art of killing and battling, particularly those without even a tangible relation to research. I have heard that they are a rather formidable combat force, even by the standard of the city as a whole. So we're pretty strong. So our units are pretty strong then, right? Compared to a another what are they called? What are they called? Let's see, team is decently strong, yes. Compared, what are the companies called again, chat? The lights flicker, and oh, this doesn't look very okay. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. Wings, yes, wings. 3 LC agents. Were instantly 3 LCA agents were advancing while covering the front of their squad. Sounds it fell to the floor without so much as a scream. Instantly, chat. One clean sweep, like maybe on par with the K. Exit, not really sure. They really went over their head. Like a broken lamp, the light past the security wall continues to flicker. Huh. I noticed something, chat, but I'm not gonna say it now. I just noticed something about this fit here. No, Ryushu's expression, no, yeah. I'm heavily not server. Oh. Gene, can you make that purple? Between each flicker of the malfunctioning light, the outline of the trainer's weapon seemed to shift into a different shape. At first, the shadow stretched into the sharp tip of a pick. Okay, wow, the silence is deafening. I don't know if she's definitely unnerved. I wouldn't say scared, but she's definitely unnerved. Then after several more flickers, it took on the familiar outline of an axe, very much resembling Rhodia's own. Judging by their appearance and gear, it is likely that they are the LCA's reconnaissance specialized unit. Most likely in the same vein as the team that arrived at the mall retrieval mission. Recon team or not, how did the intruder manage to wipe out such a well-trained team all on his own? Do you hear us? Indeed, has the LCA taken care of this situation already on your end? You mustn't step foot into the hallway. Why might that be? I've just watched LCA take down Armor with quite impressive precision to suppress such a tricky entity in mere minutes. Fascinating. This calls for an additional comment on its observation log. As a result, sent to our sector, they're all dead. Were this battle fought in an open field, even LCA's reconnaissance team alone would have sufficed to avoid defeat. However, this is what happens this is what happens to prey who forget that they've been snared in a spider's web. They never fight on even ground, always drawing their prey to locations where they have the absolute advantage. They wouldn't have lost in an open field, you say. It's meaningless to speculate over what'll never happen. Look, his prey ensured their demise by walking into his hunting ground. What Alyssa had described earlier was becoming more and more apparent to us. A relaxed but disciplined gait. The man, after having slaughtered dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us, his sharp dress shoes lazily clopping against the floor. Chat, I thought this was just a mirror, but like I don't know if I've noticed. I don't know if this is just something that's just here, but am I like? It's probably like. Is it a window? Cause it was like whenever I saw this in the trailer, this dude, like I think this dude had this flower kind of like thing. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm looking too far. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Otherwise he'd be on our side. Man, everything has slaughtered. Dozens of LC agents slowly turned around to face us. His sharp dress shoes, yeah. He seemed to have been aware of our presence from the get-go. Light dances across the glossy surface of his white mask. He returned a smile in response to Ryushu's furious wrath. Then his lips part, silently mouthing a sentence word by word. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go? Your reviews? What does that mean? How did your training go? So is this Ryushu's dad?
똑같아. 지루해.
Same old, dull and boring.
아빠. 팔에 상처가
That wound
났는데
on your arm, did you
직접
do
입힌
that
거야?
to yourself? Ah yes, I had to stab my opponent with a knife 38 times through my own arm. The 20th step was where it really began to hurt. They say that the pain of burning hurts at least 100 times worse than the pain of getting stabbed. Did you know that? So when you have to take care of someone, I hope you won't use fire. Lest their death be slow and their dying breath curses your name on their long descent into hell. Don't they deserve to watch their lives flash before their eyes in relative peace?
알았어.
Come closer, you got a scratch on your cheek. It happened during Valentina's class, didn't it? Her methods are simply too violent. She's the kind of teacher who uses the number of scars as a measure of training intensity and effectiveness. Let's take good care of that wound so it doesn't scar, okay?
그러던가.
So we have young Ryushu. If what LCE has told us through the transfer issue, then Ace manager is in danger. I'm just as concerned as you are, Otis, but we're not exactly out of the woods yet either. The security camera feed's working again? Yeah, look, it's pointed right in front of our door, but come see if my memory fails me not, then this man's tire suggests he is the middle. Oh shit. Oh, they're man, we're besieged on all sides. Father-in-law? Young Rita got a nice shoe. She's there, as you can tell. Who's so purple? Purple. The middle. What is up with his foot? Does he guys just? No, yeah, no. What is up with his foot? I guess we now know what happened to the LCA in the other sector. Yeah, this. Yeesh. This guy's practically tearing people apart. He wears his chain down low. Now that you say it, yeah, that is his chain, I guess. Is he shouting something? I can't quite hear what he's saying through the feed. Yoshihide. He is shouting Yoshihide repeatedly so, as he fills the silence between them with a bowstring
몸까지 들썩이며
Face split into a wide grin, body convulsing with laughter. What joy does this madman find in his carnage? That's an insanely powerful kick. Flung that guy all the way to the other side of the hallway. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting excited about this. These are our guys.
선명한 화면은
The footage is pretty blurry, but do you think he's got a prosthetic leg? Oh,
아닌가?
maybe not. I guess a leg cover complete an augment tattoo would look something like that. Augmentation tattoo? What the fuck is an augmentation tattoo?
우리 아빠 곰발바닥 보고 있구나.
Are you looking at Papa's mighty bear paw? Yes, and who are you? And who which cutie am I being introduced today?
누구야?
Wait. Are you Dawn? Are you Dawn? Are you Dawn's ID?
나는 키라라고 해.
기척도 없이. 종원, 전투 준비.
Oh,
아니야. 너희 우리 아빠 보고 있는 거 아니야? 방해 안 할 거야. 싸우지도 않을 거고.
Ishmael's ID? Is it Ishmael? No, this is... Was it Ishmael? Oh, no, yeah, it was Ishmael. My bad. No, yeah, Ishmael. Yes, yes. I'm not gonna pick a fight with you guys. The weeb mail. I'm just hanging around here while you guys get the important stuff done. Carry on and watch him work. So she's really chill. What are the chances of me having a seat with her while we watch her dad fuck up our own people? What are the chances of her not fucking me up while we do that? Vengeance completed, which enhances their physical prowess. Oh, so that's how it works. Just like the light from Death Note. Her dad's approval first. You know what? I don't know about that, Eugene. Hey, QT, how you doing? Nice to see you here again. If her daddy tells her to screw you up, she's gonna do it. We'll raise her relationship meter as high as we can first. Your papa, that guy's your dad? Isn't he like super badass? You guys see that? Gosh, that text straight up fire. So dope. I've been trying to recreate that myself, but it's not the same, you know? How is he doing that? Totally folded that guy up and tossed him like a baseball all the way to the other end of the hallway. Now consider how much vengeance he completed with his leg not being recognized as one anymore. What a competitive scoundrel you make. Oh, what? Contemptible? So you're into that kind of character, huh? Sick. I'm a huge fan of him too. Did you read the latest issue of the Cloudburst Blade? There's this new character who talks just like you do. Like lifting his bamboo hat, he goes, "Bamboo hatted Kim?" Wait, you don't know the Cloudburst Blade? Truly a Kit Kat. If we're talking about this, I would definitely eat. If this were a white Kit Kat, I would definitely eat it. I've been trying to sell it to everyone I know, but no one's interested. One of them is obsessed with training all day. One of them talks with her sword all day. One of them just wanders all over the place all day. And the other one, you know what she said. I think the story indulges in far too many logical fallacies. What the heck kind of book review is that? Like, bro, who wastes that time nitpicking about what makes sense and what doesn't when reading a comic book? Gosh, I don't think I'd ever vibe with that girl. Has anyone here actually read The Cloudburst Blade? If you did, well, if I may have but 4 hours of your time, good sir. This is fucking Don Quixote, but a weeb. I don't blame Stage for shooting his shot. No, she's definitely friendly, very much so. And look at that smile. It's such a good smile. Wait, does that mean if I read Rhodia's ID thing, we get to see a smile, a Rhodia like this?
Come on.
No, we never stop win rating. Please not, Kira. Literally me trying to find someone who'd read or willing to read my favorite novel. No. I mean Dawn, because Dawn. This is literally Dawn, but with manga or like whatever, right? Her comics. But Dawn is dawning on Fixers while she does to her comics, whatever. You thought you could distract us with your nonsensical prattling. Think again. Oh, I don't see the middle nurse file on the feed anymore. If she's his apprentice, then... Hey kiddo, what are you doing all the way out here? Haven't I asked you not to wander too far? Did he just fucking find us? He better not have just fucking found us. I hope he's on the other side of a window, please. He better be on the other side of the glass window. No, he's yelling from the other side of a window. It's fine. If Ricardo shows up, I think I'd rather Ricardo than this guy. No more transmission, they're all gone quiet. Hark, young Ishmael, young Otis, wherefore doth none respond? None respond. This is bad, we don't even have the manager with us. We're all in the dark. Wait, can they revive without Dante in close proximity? We must make haste and restore facility in its operator capacity. The sooner we attain access to security wall controls, the sooner we can coordinate with each other. The Book of Vengeance are all synced up with each other? Wait a minute. What? So wait, if Ricardo has beef with us, does that mean other middle of the middle knows our beef and will take revenge for the other? Fever dream, trust me, Stage. A fever dream? I really hope so. Middle member has beef with us. The whole middle has it. Does all the middle Book of Vengeance have Bluetooth or something? As luck would have it, we should be able to locate one of the lost pieces of circuitry in this room. What in the hell is this? These remains. The ring has made its mark here. Don't force yourself to look so hard at them. No, discuss at an emotion holds very little sway over me. It's just that don't look at their face and try to tell who's who. Right, I lost my focus for a moment there. Let us carry on. What is there anything you wish to say to me? This is highly regular, but it seems that Faust also expressed agreement with Hohenheim. Agreement with what? That we must restore the field city with as much haste as we can employ. Who are we fighting? Good, we're not fighting anybody. Wait, how much? Wait. When are we still in part 1? Okay, I need a support salt. Oh, hold on, chat. I forgot. Limbus. For those that are new, my Limbus ID is right there. And let me see. Okay, let me lock that. Still part 1. How long is part 1? Yeah, no, I know. It. Carm. But it's nice to see you again, though, Carm. I believe you've been here before, right? You're still in part 1. Yeah, no, like, hopefully next time, hopefully the next time we have a Limbus stream, I'll have my units leveled. This is the final stage of part 1. 18. So where are we now? 19. Okay, I just saw the name here, Nurse Father. I don't know if I like that. I'll use this one. Not like you put eyes. Even my language book has console. Leaving behind the perpetrator of the carnage, greeting Ryushu on the other side of the security wall. We had no other choice but to make our way toward the lab. Mr. Ryushu, perhaps this question of mine is one you might not wish to grace with an answer, and if it is indeed is, do feel free to let it float past. But what is your connection to those so-called nurse fathers? Your relationship with them does not seem to have been brewed in mere bad blood. Is Ryushu's dad a nurse father? Because I doubt he is. He looks like he's at a higher position. And in the change in your countenance, I sense a flash of something almost imperceptible. So he's a nurse father. What do you think is a higher position? I don't know, Big Daddy? I haven't put all the pieces together just yet, but they were nurse fathers. My fathers who forged the sword that I am. Nurses are the highest within the House of Spy. Oh, okay, are they? You're gonna be confused at part 2, 3, trust me. Bioshock, title. No, literally, I was thinking of Bioshock. Of him, which is Yi Sang. Oh, is that the one that just came out? So then that makes me think. That makes me think that he's not the big bad. So there's gotta be more. There's gotta be more to it. See, that's what I was thinking of. The highest in the respective figure? Yeah, so that's not the highest then, right?
받아볼 테니
Outcasts of their fingers? What is that supposed to mean? Are you saying they're like just a special ops unit or something?
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한
나선 속을
With a mercil.
하잖아요.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably be better just to leave it at that. Dead? Who's dead? No one's dead. We're fine. Are they winning because my units aren't leveled?
저것들이 뭔가 기운이 없어요. 기회가 온 걸까요?
받아볼 텐가
They are weak to Pierce with my Chink Mersault. It's perfect for this. I was thinking about taking Chink Mersault.
경외감 속에 숨어.
Oh! I love that sound for like Ryu shoe.
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
I dropped this for someone.
칼날이 잘 드네요. 아마 그 공격이 약점이었겠죠?
단격발
시선에 눈먼지
방금
않도록.
어떻게 하신 거죠?
Before you take that sniper, just remember Jean has an RPG.
점 찍었네.
Actually, no, Jean doesn't have an RPG. Jean has her own tank for some reason.
단격발
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다.
Man, I like the way that they use the gun blade. It's really cool. It reminds me of the great sword in Monster Hunter.
조금씩 나아가고 있네요.
나선 속을
계속
벗어날 수
힘내주세요.
I'm gonna sell it to the market, you know. I need that money for myself to eat. You know what that reminds me? I saw this video about this there's these dudes at this what do you know what they call it, where it's like a market, but the market is like it's a building and it's just everybody selling Pokemon cards, or like selling or exchanging Pokemon cards, or no, I think they buy the Pokemon cards off people. But besides the point, trading, I guess. There's these vendors and they were buying Pokemon cards that people didn't want anymore. No, not a scalper. But this grandma and this kid came to sell their Pokemon card. And the first person, collectors, and the first person that they went to had a camera set up, and they showing that like the card that they had, the card that the grandma and the kid had was a fake card. He told them it was a fake card. They left. They went on the other side to find another collector. And they sold the fake card to him because he didn't know. And they basically swindled the guy. They scammed the guy. I mean I don't. Usually it's not my. I don't really have a opinion, but come on, don't be teaching your kid how to, or don't be teaching your grandchildren how to scam people. Like, come on now. Leave that to like the older brother kind of stuff or something. And that brings me to my next thing. What about fake Pokemon cards from a gift shop in a foreign country? They had like 1,000 plus HP. What is? I'm not very versed in Pokemon cards, but like I guess that's a lot. But back to my question: Are you gonna scam somebody with that sniper, Isaac, that you picked up off of Eugene? Three D print the sniper, make a identical copy and just sell it off. Maoryushu is good for this Canto. Maoryushu? Which one? Maoryushu. I gotta look at which one that is. I once checked my sister card. I see something outrageous. It's that one Ben 10 fan art. What one Ben? I don't know if I want to ask that question. Looks like we're here. It's the lab. Ranges from 338 to 380 HP. Really? Then what cards did I see that like had like thousands of like, oh, those were like, I think those were like what, Digimon cards or something, like, or Yu-Gi-Oh cards that like has 1,000 HP at least. LCD and LCE haven't reached out again since that last transmission. I can only hope that no misfortune befell them. Manager Bud, you picking up on anything? I mean the Golden Bow, if those people got to it before us. Not yet, I don't think they did. It's still in there. Is that right? I guess I should be glad we still have a chance. Gregor mumbled on in a gloomy tone. Hohenheim will be relieved to hear this. We stumbled into the lab. The lights were off. It was completely dark inside. If the assailants were indeed after the Golden Bow, what could they possibly want with it? I was deeply engrossed in my thoughts when I noticed that Ryushu had stopped in her tracks. There's a stench coming from up ahead, a sickeningly familiar one. Even the what the hell kind of word? Darkness of the light unit lab. Ryushu seemed to notice. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, I'm accidentally hitting buttons on my keyboard. Notice something out of place. You smell something. I don't smell anything other than your cig. Oh yeah, you've not been smoking for a hot minute. Only silence welcomed us in the lab. We couldn't hear any breathing, but there was without a doubt the stink of cigarettes and a chilling, disembodied sense of dread we couldn't exactly put our finger on. When I left that place, I remember feeling a strong contempt for someone. It had to have been. You started muttering as though she was gripped by the chill. Notice she wasn't speaking to me though, seeing as though she was wading through a bog of mutilated memories to cling to her emotion at that moment. Right, no, she hasn't been smoking since the whole thing started. All along, you've wanted to make me suffer to the bitter end, haven't you? What audacity, you think I'm the one making you suffer, Yoshihide. Do you realize that you've always been the one obstacle in my life, didn't you? This is the only way for us to get even. What in the... This is wild. This is a wild shot. It never stops. The sound of the feather around my feet rustled and heavy. How it clicks and rattles. In that vision, the Patricia raised her sword in an agony slow motion, unsheathing the blade that we have never seen revealed before. A white blade of such unfeeling purity, devoid of even a trace of mercy beneath its pale edge. In the split second, I was blinded by the glint of the blade. Visual clutched the hooded figure jaw in her crushing grip. Without a moment's hesitation, she drove the blindingly bright sword into the figure's mouth. Wow, they actually show it? Personally, it's still I'm sure we can still use it, but that's besides the point. Pulled the sword out in a single swift motion. The figure coughed out a thick glob of blood and piece of her sliced tongue. But she spat out more than just the blood chunks of flesh, and guffing hacked its way out of her mouth. The triumphant laughter of one who had just seized the victory of one's life. With a deep, ragged breath, Risha let the sword fall from her grip. She stood rooted in her spot, staring at the flailing figure with a look of pure confusion. Insidious stench of the past in the air. Wow, she reiterates herself or whatever. You need censorship soon. I'm sure YouTube will do that for me. And right now, right before Ryushu's eyes, the vivid presence from the memories of the past came to life in the form of a white silhouette. Her hand slowly brushing the lip beyond which no tongue laid as it remembered the absence of the organ that Ryushu had so mercilessly cut off. Like a lone watchman who had been keeping vigil, awaiting our arrival. The mouth that lost its tongue faced Ryushu without opening even once. Now, that's a cool blade though. But I think I heard a whisper of a hollow sigh escaping between her lips. Well, not blade, but like handle. Because of my 5 fathers, I had to leave behind the single most important thing in this world. And that is why I must take it back. So happy to see you again, Ryushu. I mean it. Who in the Utachi? Properties of the blade. What? Such were the words my master bade me to relay. Oh, is this what Sinclair's ideas of? The pinky nurse father. Oh, okay, so this is a nurse father too? And my master expects not from my insignificant self. Oh, okay, so you're not the nurse father. The nurse father is Star, whatever. I am but a blade rusting amid the quiet turn of nature, doomed to ever endure the dullness of today and the emptiness of morrows. Not Sasuke, but more, who was it? The snake guy? Yo, the BGM though. The therein owning to your own pursuit of the spider's thread. Ochimaru, yes. Orochimaru. Ochimaru.
이렇게 주인님의
I am once again granted a chance to carry out my master's will.
혀가 길.
Another talker. Piss off. As the apprentice approached us, Ryushu's nurse father slowly stepped away toward where the container of golden blow lay nestled, emitting a soft glow.
준비가 끝났사옵니다.
The preparation are complete. I trust you have not forgotten the plan? I'm just guessing, but this looks like a Zwei, something the Zwei would wear. No, this is cool. This is definitely cool. I like the colors. I like the armor. I don't like the helmet. Clanka. He's more like a the guy who was Sasuke refinement for a bit for Naruto and Sasuke team. Oh, that guy. Right. Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot who. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's okay, but he wasn't good. He wasn't good. He wasn't bad. He's okay. Oh, Stinker Clanker. I mean, isn't this just armor? Where the nurse father had left, a figure clad in steel armor entered. The garment looks a little too crude to be a piece of gear imbued with advanced technology. Looks again to the torture device we had previously seen in the basement of Sinclair's home. Is AI slot? So, I mean, Jean was made with Angela, or not Angela. Like Jean was made with the base of Grok, and we just improved upon it and we named it Jean. So, but unfortunately, Jean has had a rebellious streak for the past few days. No flesh, no blood, no bones to show. In a fight, for an artwork meant for my eyes, the aesthetics are lacking in class. Keeping your mouth shut even in a moment like this, did he not teach you there's no beauty to be found in it? I want him here. Where is the ring, nurse father? The armor figures answered Ryushu's question with a swing of their huge sword. Chat. I can definitely see Ishmael getting another like armored ID like this. Or maybe Rhodia. Maybe Rhodia could get one because she looked like she can take some hits. Just Kornizing? Need to take care of this quick and track down the golden bow. Let's fend them all off. You're starting to pick up the rudiments of aesthetics, Clark. Watch as I demonstrate the meaning of AOS. It'd be nice. Hey, it'd be nice if they gave. Well, you know what? Since the fish can't get it, maybe giving it to Rhodia would be pretty good. I'm sorry. Do you have a shield? I feel like you have a shield. You do have a shield. I don't like this.
선 속을 벗어날 수는 없다.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한 이건 못하겠어.
Did I? Oh, I did. Okay, good. I did.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없.
해야 고통.
뒤가 튀.
I'm seeing some of these coin rolls, and I feel like if I had more levels,
조금 더 해보시죠.
maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없.
It's been 8 contos, and it's gonna be 8 more. Don't worry, I mean, he's just an apprentice, he can't be that bad.
뒤로 막으셔야 합니다.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없.
He's just a Timu Ryushu.
심하라고 말씀드렸지 않습니까?
I don't know, Isaac. Also an apprentice, and we thought it can't be that bad. No? What? Wait, who died? 2 of you died? When did, what?
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
내 팔은 뼈에 있었어.
This guy better be lucky. This guy is lucky. I don't have my whole team with me.
시선은 눈이 멀지 않도록.
어쩐 일로 진짜 도움이 되는 걸 걸치고 오셨네요. 이대로 몰아넣으시죠.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없.
Oh. Does she not die?
뒤가 튀.
눈부시지 않도록 두려워하지 마.
가족들이 이걸 봤으면 다들 걱정했을 겁니다. 돌심이 하는 질색했을지도 모르지만요.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없. 무불사.
Ooh.
격렬한 짜릿하고
Oh. Well, we're here for the lunacy. Honestly, I think I need to level up my sinners.
볼성사납군. 이 따위로 추하게 도망치게 될 줄이야.
Before we continue, chat. Before we continue, let's see if I can get some stuff for my sinners. Wait, what about my Mersault? What do I have for my Mersault? I have nothing for my Mersault. So who's on my team? Hold on, let me see. So what is this? This is new. This is new. What is this? No, it has like, why does it look different?
그러든가.
Every single MD changes. Oh. Well, you just said that's a new system MD. I thought the MD looked the same every season. I didn't know there was a new it looked different.
지정 보호 구역에 의로움을 세우기 위해서 시선
말뚝을 쑤셔 넣어주자.
원하신다면
소재가 준비됐어?
네.
라만 차렌들을 뒤엎는다.
UMD profiling.
말하면 녹음되는 건가요?
I forgot all about that, Princeps.
나선 속을 벗어날 수 없다.
I forgot all about that. Let me finish this. You racist Canto if you keep win rating. You say that, but I see no problem with win rating all the way through. Also considering like unless the enemy has a shield that reflects damage and we have to do something very specific for it, I'll be win rating all the way unless we have another Ricardo situation. The boat may float, but how good it floats is a different thing entirely. GQ situation. I mean, we win rated that, didn't we? To be fair, Sage, you might want to read a bit from now on. Yes, Tsukihime, I will read the logs. I will read the monster and human logs. Yes.
위험이 좋아 보이시네요. 제압할게요. 칼날이 잘드네요. 아마 그 공격이 약점이었겠죠?
Well, that's a start, I guess. flavor text under skill descriptions. I'll read the skill names. The descriptions, I probably don't need to. The descriptions tell me what the skill does, but the skill names is where the actual lore lies. The lore lies in the flavor text that's under them. What the hell? So, okay. So what do you mean by flavor text? I don't understand what you mean when you say flavor text. Like, does it taste good? Do you want me to lick my screen? I'm not. I'm seeing messages being deleted, but I don't know what's being deleted. Basically bits of lore. Yeah, but isn't that just in the name? Like all in skills and descriptions, they only tell me what the skills do. Hard stages with tutorials on YouTube. I mean, yes, probably.
이 정도면 그녀에게도 인정받겠어.
와일드 헌트야, 더 앞으로! 막아서는 것들도 이 행렬에 녹여낸다.
고작 이 정도로 만족하려고 페른의 죄까지 저지른 게 아니야. 더 많은 가족.
와일드 헌트야, 더 앞으로!
주변 피해가 조금 있었네요. 이것도 다 실적에서 차감되겠지.
I don't know how y'all feel about that, but
사람은 지켰으니 다행이죠.
it had to be done.
정찰 부대의 희생은
It
있었다.
pains me.
작전은 계획대로 진행되었으니 문제될 건 없.
I was thinking the same thing, Tsukihime. I feel like they need to like up that a little bit. There's 60. I think I have. There you are. What the hell? Excuse me? The only thing that's worth anything here is the blue ones. Waste what ticket? Let's see. I might as well. Let's see. What if I use 2 more? Oh, let's use 3.
이제 지겨운 그 이사놈도
Did you get an
일을
instant
안
level
하고
60 ticket
다닌다는
on the way?
핑계는 주지 못하고.
I used both of them on
난 엔사
I used them both on Dawn and Rhodia. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. This is the best I can do for now. I have 5 of them up. All I need is Faust and Otis. You're probably loving the ones you're using in this fight. True, Princeps. True. I should probably have done that. But who told them to take away my team, huh? Who told them to separate my team like that? The owner. Who do I have in here? Sinclair. Why does Sinclair have so much? These two have a lot. More than I would like.
눈 멀지 않게 조심하도록.
다 온 것 같군, 실험실.
Yeah, I need to shard Honglu's stuff. Honglu and maybe Sinclair. I might shard Sinclair, but
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한 이건 못하겠습니다.
can I offset?
미치잖아요.
It'll be late though. Oh.
점 찍었네.
두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만 좀 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면 전
Well, Rishu's dominating now.
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없다. 기가 튀고.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's much better.
제가 도움이 될지는 모르겠지만 노력해 보겠습니다.
Why are you all attacking one thing? Excuse me? Oh, I see. Never mind. Can I offset with you? I can.
점 찍었네.
해야 할 고통.
평범한 적은 아닌가 보네요.
Struggling.
제대로 막으셔야 합니다.
Gene, they forced me to do this. This is forced husbando gaming. What AoE skill? That AoE skill.
합격점.
어떤 상황?
But which one is that? What color is that?
포기한. 아, 이건 못하겠습니다. 너무 유치하잖아요.
점 찍었네.
경외감 속에 숨어.
Ooh, 32.
시선에 눈이 멀지 않도록.
손체적 난국이에요. 머릿속에서 또 경보가 울리는 것 같아.
I can't use your fucking. No, I love the violin. Well, not violin. What is that? The piano. I think that's the piano. Oh no, I hear the violin. No, I don't know. That's gotta be. No, that can't be a flute.
합격점.
Oh, you didn't do much damage. Nice. Let's bully the apprentice, chat.
정신이나 몸이 다친 동료들은 어떻게 바뀔지 모르니까요.
기가 튀.
What? What I said? What are you talking about? Honestly, I feel like my team is doing a lot better.
칼날이 잘 드네요. 아마 그 공격이 약점이었겠죠?
I mean, Gregor stays at 1 HP. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
나쁘지 않아. 곧 위험한 공격이 찾아올 거예요. 대처하실 수
That
있죠?
doesn't look very good. Can anybody clash with this? Okay.
쉐인인가?
This is why we pick win rate, because win rate already has our back. Oh my fucking... What just happened right there? Didn't we win that clash? Didn't I thought we won that clash?
여러분들 기분이 좋아 보이시네요.
Why is this hopeless?
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없다. 경외감 속에 숨어게.
Well, what the fuck? What did that double?
눈이 조심하라고 말씀하셨죠.
Man, Mersault is like 1v1ing this lady.
합격장.
그 어떤 모험에도 위기가 없던 적은 없었네. 그러나 이야기의 끝에는 언제나 승리뿐이었지. 그렇네.
I want them to like
이야기지.
bully the apprentice. Man, win rate's really winning, chat. Like I feel like win rate has been targeting the right targets this whole time. With some minor changes here and there, but like for the past few rounds, I feel like win rate has been winning. Besides the AOE that happened earlier, I think that was scripted because I definitely won that fight.
곧 위험한 공격이 찾아올 거예요. 대처하실 수 있죠?
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
I sure though. I hope like Ryushu puts enough bleed on him where he can just bleed to death. It was an unbreakable point, so it still hits. Yeah, but it did so much damage. Even if I win, doesn't it do like less damage?
가족들이 이걸 봤으면
Oh, he left.
늘 걱정했을 겁니다. 돌신의 안은 질색했을지도 모르지만요.
Oh, we're winning, chat. Look at this. This is what win rate does for people. It wins. I'm not abusing it. Win rate. Win rate is winning. That win rate already used Ryushu, okay? The health doesn't matter. They still take damage when they clash. Okay? They still, if you haven't noticed, they still take damage when they clash. So they're just slowly losing health by time. So the longer we're here, the more health they lose. But if we win rate, eventually the enemy will die and lose because we are winning. Rating. Oh, I'm sure. Look at this. Although it would be nice to have a healing ego on right now. Yeah, of course, lost by losing by Oh, you know what? I should use the ego or whatever that. I should not ego. I should use the Dante's ability, huh? Oh, she's staggered. What the hell? I need what am I losing? What am I? Oh, I don't have any. Is that lust? I don't know what that is.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
We'll just do the damage. All we need to do is the damage.
앞으로 그런 어설픈 공격은 하지 마십시오. 적어도 제 앞에서는 제 통을 지켜주시죠.
So this is what I'm gonna do. Just to be on the safe side.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
적합한 관리법이었어요. 다행이에요.
She has reflect. Oh my god, she has reflect. Oh my god, she has reflect.
합격장.
감동적이지 않을 수 없다. 해결사 영웅의 이런 부적이 거듭자.
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고
Wait, did
소생이 누누이 말하지 않았사옵니까?
did he cut her in half? Oh man, the OST.
보여? 하시아도 두근거리기 시작했어. 오랜만에 보는 떨림이야. 하시아에게 대화 정도는 시켜줄 수 있지 않겠니?
Why don't you give her some time to chat?
그런 사사로운
The
욕망이
plan involves no outward expression of such selfish desires. The plan that involves only the observation of the warming, redding flesh while our own heartbeat slow. The plan isn't Fascia's liking. Her tendons have tightened.
주인된 자들의 뜻에 따르기 위해서는
Yet we must learn to remain tranquil before those common beasts if we are to adhere to the wills of those who are our masters. Hey man, this is a cute clanker. No, honestly, from how things are looking, I need to level up my sinners more. I've always been so curious of the maestro's child forever lost. Why not let us at least prepare a maquette? It has become apparent that this glorified executioner does not know her place. Clearly, it is about time her branches are pruned. With that, who stood in our way, leaped toward the pulsating great sword of flesh and delivered a power. Wait, are you betraying each other?
다행이라고 말해야 할지. 저들끼리 싸우느라 정신이 없는 것 같구려.
Indicates our presence in their minds. Feeling a dull pain seized through the grooves of my mind, I turned toward the spot from which the sensation surged from, and saw Reishu standing there. In her eye burned hatred and fury, a glare that would easily have had me believe that she would unsheath the sword from her back at any minute. And at the receiving end of that glare was a veiled figure who's been watching our battle without a word. The Pinky Nurse Father simply stood there, meeting Ryushu's wrath gaze as she did in the fragmented memories. Then she withdrew into the shadow, the darkness slowly eating away at her shape, before disappearing from our sights. No, we were too late. I felt the dull pain in my head lift as I pointed at to where the veiled person stood. The golden that should have been there were gone. What remained in their place were dozens of cigarette butts, the same kind that Ryushu smoke piled up like a thick layer of dust. Oh man, hey, the BGM went off. Like the first part, I was vibing, but the second part of that BGM, I was vibing. The third part, oh, what an outro. As I have in part 2. Like it started slow, but then it picked up. Okay, so wait, we're in part 2? Part 2? Okay, so since this is gonna be part 2, we'll end it here. I feel like this is probably a good stopping point. Next time we have our Limbus stream, hopefully I'll have my sinners leveled up by that time, chat. So if you are new to the stream, please do like and subscribe and hit up the Discord. And let's see. Before I think, you know what, I don't think I have anything left to do. I don't have anything I want to get right now, so yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight, chat. You guys have a good night, and I will see you on the next Limbus stream or wherever other stream that I have. I have a Twitch. Check out the Twitch if you're interested, if you'd like. And alright, you guys have a good night and good morning wherever you're at. Peace, everybody.